Assalamu alaikum, guys. So, guys, I'm back again for us to do this topic today. This Imam, if you can read this word that is said here, if you cannot read it, let me know and I will try to make it in a way that you'll be able to read it. This is our number one famous Imam in Gambia that is called Imam Fati, and he is the one that is making sure that the ban on underage arranged marriage or just underage marriage in general and the ban for FGM is going to be removed in Gambia. So people, all they have to do is to marry their victim. Keep tapping and sharing the video, guys. So, guys, the Gambian community that are supporting pedophilia, and they call it rude. When I'm telling them this is a pedophilia, they said I'm insulting. This Imam himself, he said that anyone that is fighting for what he's promoting to stop, he's going to pray for Allah to punish you. And what he's promoting is girls to get married as young as 13, as you can see the word 13 here, if you can read this. People should go through FGM. He said, FGM, when the women don't go through it, most likely they're going to have a very long clitoris that they cannot even wear jeans. When us Muslim women shouldn't even be advised to wear jeans to begin with. Keep tapping and sharing the video as you come in. Now, he also said that people that don't do FGM, you cannot satisfy them in bed, and you are meant to have 4 wives. And how are you going to satisfy 4 wives when they're not FGM? This Imam will say, I wish he was saying this in English, but he normally talk in Mandinka. The Gambian people that speak Mandinka knows what he's saying. But most of his tribe people that are Mandinka, they promote FGM more, but some people went through it even if they're not Mandinka. Someone like me, a lot of people in my tribe, and even some of my family members been through FGM, although we're not Muslim, because Gambia and Africa women don't know how to protect themselves, and most likely they're just going to go with whatever that is happening. Also, they insult you when you don't do it. Keep tapping and sharing the video, as whenever I'm talking, the haters, this man have group of soldiers behind him, and they always reporting my videos. This man said that anyone that is talking for this thing that he went on the street of Gambia to protest, which is the bar on underage marriage and FGM, the bar that covers children right, covers women right. He want to remove that bar so women can be married of people that are pedophile, can marry their victim. People can FGM women and no one is going to do nothing about it. I'm not seeing you guys tapping and sharing the videos. And I am sure. You guys that is here that is not tapping and sharing the video, I am sure at least one person here don't want to be sleeping with 13-year-old and call it wife. And one person here that is a woman will not wish to be a 13 and have grown old men like this, or just grown men crawling on you and calling it my wife when you are 13 years old. I don't think no woman wish that for yourself. And this is what's happening for many girls, especially across African Muslims countries. Because us African women, we're not well. We can never speak up to protect ourselves. We are so pygmy and weak and can just run from the truth. Because when we talk, the people will hate us, especially the men that are evil. Lot of men in this community that is African community, cross Africa, lot of them that are evil, doesn't matter what religion they are. They hate a woman that is brave and telling the truth, even though this deen is saved by brave women. After Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam passed away, Aisha was fighting for this deen to continue, and Aisha was very aggressive. And you never talk about that. And Aisha was underage marriage herself, and you never talk about that. You guys are evil and you love children. A lot of you that is behind this. What this Imam is promoting right now in Gambia, walking on the street of Gambia with group of people behind him. People that are his students that he's teaching Quran. A lot of them are women and some men, of course. Why won't they like that? Hence us, the women are not well. They're marrying their victim, marrying our daughters as 13. As you can see this word. Can you guys read this? Let me know if you can read this clearly. This man is one of our number one famous Imam in Gambia called Imam Fati. I've never seen a man who loved FGM and underage marriage like this man. I swear to Allah, I've never seen anyone like this man in my life. Keep tapping and sharing, guys. This man is always promoting this, talking in videos for years. The passion and the anger in this man's voice when he's talking about people to get married young and to be FGM. The passion in this man's voice when he's talking about FGM. For that FGM to continue. The passion in this man's voice. You know me when I'm talking, you can see the passion and the pain. But I'm talking for this pain to not repeat for the young girls. He's talking for the pain to repeat. Whatever pain that he went through that give him that wicked strong heart, you will see him talking for the pain to go through, for the pain to continue with the young children, which is the pain of FGM in the girls and the pain of effing marrying your victim. And then they're calling me rude. You guys are pedophile and you're very wicked. And I don't have no respect for a wicked pedophile who is marrying the victim and call it Allah or culture. Keep tapping and sharing. he should go to prison. No, he will not, because people are bullying me instead for talking. Ganging up, bullying me instead for talking. Because us will not gang up and fight this type of evil behavior. Us African, we're not well. We can never gang up and fight the evil behavior so we can have freedom. So we can stay in our countries and have peace. But we can run millions of miles, even unalive on the way running, to come to another land that fight for their freedom, fight for justice, which is why they develop. We cannot be like a human being and do the work so we can stay in Africa. We're not going to do that. But we're going to run to a land that did the work, try to benefit from the work, disturbing them with our trauma. We come here, bring our trauma, man or woman. You either going to be beaten, torture, no effing school education, effing FGM as a woman, effing underage marriage or SA in general, man or woman, cross Africa, at least 80%. 80% anyone grow up in Africa, you're going to go through these things that I'm fighting to end. I'm fighting for childhood trauma to end in general. SA, serious beating, lack of school education, marrying your victim, essaying them and calling it my wife. Keep tapping and sharing. I'm not seeing you guys sharing and tapping enough because my haters, they always report my video. That's why when I'm talking, the video is like this. It's not going anywhere because they're always coming and reporting. They're very good at protecting the evil they're doing. This man have a group of soldiers behind him because he's a Quran teacher. He teaches lot of people Quran. Lot of people that you saw in that video that was against me just now or just in this on this internet in general, they are his former students. Lot of Gambian people, Sarakole people, Mandinka people, even Wolof people, my tribe, other tribe, they learn Quran from him. He's very known for teaching Quran, big hundreds of children, in one occasion, to another. One location to another. They normally have like lot of hundreds of children, 300, 400, 500 in one place learning. And they normally have different places because they're sponsored by the Arabs. They make a lot of money from it. And then they don't just teach the children Quran. They also make sure the children are beaten, serious beating in those places, boys or girls. They also make sure the children are going through essay. You don't want to know the amount of essay cases. Recently, not long in Gambia, just a few days ago, 13-year-old was essayed by the ustad that was teaching her Quran. They know why they don't want nobody to hear my voice. They know that. They know they cannot find any Gambian that is genuine like me, that is talking about the truth, no matter how embarrassing it is, for it to stop. They know that. That's why they're making so that no one listening to me, no one hear me. They're calling me aggressive, rude, mad, depressed. Whatever they're calling me, they're worse than me. Their mothers are worse aggressive than me because of the pain their effing mothers been through, which I'm fighting for that to stop. But me, even if I'm crying in the videos, I'll talk. You can record my crying, post it on your page, bullying me like you always do. It just shows who you are. You love to create the pain and trauma for children and then record them when they're crying, bully them, and then bully them. But me, I rather talk here and cry and save the children than me hiding and drinking, doing drugs like the rest of the people that your ass traumatized, you effing evil bitches. Keep tapping and sharing the video. So guys, now they're going to say that nobody will listen to me, nobody will work with me, nobody will be able to do. I don't care no one work with me. I don't care no one listen to me. I'm still going to talk. Look at Umi, that is the most polite Gambian TikToker in the world. The moment Umi started talking about FGM, what did you tell her? Whore, even though she was married that time, her husband was alive. You call her whore, call her rude, call her, you're bullying our imam. You're saying something that our imams are promoting. You're saying that's not good. That means you don't respect them. That means they're lying. And the imam is like, this is sunnah. If it's not good, the Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam will say that we shouldn't do it. He found some people doing it and he said that you can continue doing it. That means it's good. These people saying that to cut the little girl private part and FGM her is sunnah. If you don't do it, you're not Muslim. To marry a 13-year-old is the appropriate age to get married as a Muslim. If you don't do it, you're not Muslim. Thank you. This man saying, people who don't do this thing, when they die, nobody should go to their funeral because they're not Muslim. When they're selling something, nobody shall buy. When they have a party, nobody shall go. And that anyone that is fighting this, people like me that is an activist for childhood trauma to end, for boys and girls, doesn't matter. He said he's going to pray for people that is fighting for this to end, to have something bad happen to them. They can even unalive you physically for talking about this. This is how much they're going to protect their evil deed. Look at this asshole that's saying that I should stop lying. What am I lying about? This thing that your imam said in this video. You saw his videos every single time, all these years. He's talking, campaigning, having interviews, saying the same thing. That if you don't FGM the girl, you're not Muslim because it's sunnah. And there's so many sunnahs, by the way. Eating with your hand is sunnah. Be nice and kind is sunnah. Love your neighbors is sunnah. Marry a widow or a divorcee is sunnah, which you guys hate widows and divorces, by the way. A lot of you hate widows and divorces. Keep tapping and sharing the video. Okay, let me meet this person. If they're going to come here and they're not tap and share and they're going to just be telling me you are lying, I will mute them or block them, because those are the people that are going to report the video. But anyone that is reporting the video and bullying me, every platform I go all these years, you also come to my own platform to bully me, to make sure that no Gambian watch me or listen to me, so they can wake up and save the children, because you love children. A lot of you even go to Gambia every year to sleep with children. A lot of you love children. And then when the news is writing that Gambian people are sleeping with other older people on holiday, they don't know why the Gambian people are doing that, because you, the older people, the original Gambians, you love children more than the tourist people that is sleeping with the young adult Gambians or the younger Gambians. You guys, a lot of you are pedophile, 80% of you. Just look at how you protecting this. Look at how you attacking me, that is a victim of this, and trying to protect the other young people. Look at how you bullying me all of these years. But be like, even if you're going to kill me and fry me and eat me like the horrible person you are, I would never stop talking. I'd rather you chop me into pieces and cook me and eat me like the evil bitch and witch and the evil vampire you are, than me quiet and you keep crawling on children, keep effing abusing children entire generation and calling it dean, adult, older person. If you talk, you're rude. I don't care what you're going to say, you're a pedophile. What you're promoting is pedophilia. Keep tapping and sharing the video, guys. I only saw 2 shares. It's not enough, because the haters, they're always going to report the video when I'm talking like this. They're always saying that you're exposing us, you're making people think that we are bad. Every country have pedophile. Even that UK they have pedophile. Why can't you talk about that? You're making us look like we are bad. Exactly. You just care about your effing ego, thinking about how people will see you as bad, instead of looking at the victims and the fact that you're crawling on children, calling them wife. Sleeping with children that you're calling wife is called pedophilia. Okay? It's called pedophile. You see a lot of women that you can get married to, and you're marrying young children that you should be giving school education and leaving them alone. Keep tapping and sharing. Now their excuse is when you tell them that you're sleeping with the children that you're married to, and that's called pedophilia, you know. They're like, oh, the Western world, you're copying the Western world. And the Western world themselves, they always do stuff at young age. Why can't you talk about that? They have boyfriend at 10, 11, 12. Look at this type of talk. For example, yesterday, one Gambian guy, who is called Sorty Jammeh, who is also the #1 promoter of this, he said in his video, oh, I don't promote this, but if anyone want, they can do it. If they don't want, they don't have to do it. That is your promoting it. Exactly. That is just, you're a hypocrite, you're fake ass. You don't have the nerve to say you're promoting it, but you're promoting it. Keep tapping and sharing. Thank you. Then he said, he said, I want to ask you guys, I want you guys to make a video and answer me, please. And what I'm asking you is that, why can you fight people that have pieces, you know, the people that have pieces on their tongue, you know, or pieces on places, you know. He said that they have pieces on their clitoris, and they're abusing their clitoris, and that's manipulation. What's the word? That's manipulation or what? You know, like how they FGM the girl. So why can't you tell those people to stop? Why are you telling the people to not FGM the girl when those people are doing that? Guys, can you hear this? And this man that saying this, he's in Sweden. He lived in Sweden for years. He have a child in Sweden. He's working and living in Sweden. A Gambian man speaking this in the internet to promote this for Gambian children in Africa, but he's living in Sweden, where the children of Sweden are protected, which is why Sweden is developed for him to bring his ass there and be working there. Keep tapping and sharing. Thank you very much. Okay? Sweden is developed that he has to give up Gambia and live in Sweden, because Sweden don't do their children like what you're promoting. They will never say, if you want to FGM the girl, do it. If you want to underage marry the girl, do it. Because people are having piercings, and some of them are having piercings on their vagina, so you can tinge the child vagina. Okay? Keep tapping and sharing. These people will say ridiculous, insane, wicked kind of a thing just to back the act they're doing. Just keep tapping and sharing. I'll tell you the other things that they're saying. They also say, for example, one of the ladies that was in that video yesterday was also saying that one of her friends call her one day and tell her, come and see my vagina, because my vagina has some little pimple on my clitoris that is swollen because there's some infection or something. There's a pimple that is swollen. Come and look at it. What am I going to do? She said when she came in, she was not focusing on the pimple. She said this on the live video. A lot of people watching. Hundreds of people. Okay? She's saying this about her friend who is not circumcised, just so they can circumcise the girls. This is how wicked these people can be. Especially the women themselves that are supposed to say no to this. Keep tapping and sharing. She was saying all of this because she wanted little girl to be She said, when she came in, she just said to her friend, oh my God, is this how it's like for some of you that is not cut? No, she didn't even say so. She just said, is this how it's like for you guys that are not cut? Look at how long and ugly your clitoris is. She said she was busy about the fact that the clitoris of her friend was so long and ugly and that it's not nice and zero clitoris like a type of vagina. Keep tapping and staring. Thank you so much. She said to her friend, oh my God, is this how ugly you guys, your vagina that is not cut? This is how it's like? Oh my God. And the friend was like, no, it's not everyone that have a long clitoris like this. You know, that my one is just long, but it's not everyone that's like that. That's how she said on the video. She exposed her friend having a long clitoris, and that long clitoris is so bad and shouldn't be there at all. And that her friend that have a serious infection that, you know, that make her vagina have that pimple on the clitoris, she said on the video. She didn't focus on that. She focusing on the fact that the clitoris is not cut. She had to insult her in the middle of the video. This is how wicked and insane and pity these people can go. Okay? And then this man and the rest of them, they also say that when you don't have FGM, you're always going to have infection. Guys, did anyone have infection just because they don't have FGM? FGM create infection, by the way, because your vagina is more sensitive for infection, because the thing that the vagina is made of is off. This thing has so many benefits for the vagina. It covers the vagina, have so many, cleanse the vagina. When you give him bath, it helps you. Just so many stuff that it does. God is not a joke the way he created your body. You went and cut the main part of the vagina, and now you open the vagina for infection and so many stuff. And then you say that when you have that there, when the vagina is not touched, the vagina is going to have infection. When you cut that, the vagina is not going to have infection and it's going to be nice and clean. This man and the rest of them say that all the time in their videos. Keep tapping and sharing. Also, this man and the rest of them, but himself especially, says that a woman that is not cut most likely going to have a very long clitoris that is uncomfortable. When she's standing, you can even see it sticking out, and that the clitoris would be cut so it's nice and smooth, so that when the woman wears jeans, the jeans are going to be so nice and comfortable, which the woman shouldn't be even wearing jeans as a Muslim woman, okay? When the jeans shouldn't be sewn outside. They can maybe wear leggings and their hijab, you know, but now he's asking us to wear jeans or what type of talk is this? Anyway, how rare is that the woman gonna have a very long clitoris, very long, 10-meter long clitoris that she have to cut it, because if not, she cannot, you know, be comfortable. And even if every woman was born with a long, 10-meter long clitoris, now, since when does these people love women so much that they have to make them have comfortable vagina? Because whenever they marry them, 90% of them, when they marry us, especially African Muslim man, 90 or 80% of them, when they marry you, they're busy cheating and lying and dumping your ass, marrying somebody else that is younger than you all the time. Am I lying? Keep tapping and sharing. So why the hell, even if we were having 10-meter long clitoris that is on the floor, you know, when we are 10 meters away and it's behind us, why the hell they have to cut it? Because they want us to have a comfortable vagina as if they love us, when they cannot love us now that we are their wife. They're busy cheating and lying and neglecting our entire generation and marrying every young person especially, or put that person on top of us. They're supposed to house, clothes and feed us, which Allah told them, by the way. 80% of them don't do that, especially Gambia, or they don't do it correctly, okay? They just give the woman like £2 for food and it's not enough, okay? If you go to the woman's house, you feel sorry for her. You see her condition, you feel sorry for her. And she's married and the man have a girlfriend and even another wife, 2 wives sometimes and other girlfriends. Lot of these men, their phone is full of different women number, and they give these women money, like sponsor them, especially young women, when they have a wife and children that need that money, dying for that money. And Allah told them to give that money to the wife and children, and they said Allah is why they marry young people and FGM people. They're pedophile and they hate women and children. Keep tapping and sharing, guys. So why the hell they're gonna say that they're gonna be pedophile and they're gonna hate women and children, and people are not gonna say nothing? Why the hell they say that they're gonna be pedophile and they're gonna love women and children, and women are not gonna talk, and just the men have to agree with that? The other few normal healthy men are gonna agree with that, and the women gonna be. And when you talk, you're rude. Them that love children and hate women, them they're not rude. Them they're good. Them they're fine. Us that is fighting for that to stop, us we're rude and that we're bad. And that if you call them pedophile, we're insulting them. Keep tapping and sharing. He also said that this imam, he said, you cannot have 4 wives because you cannot satisfy them when they're not FGM. Because when they're not FGM, they like sex too much. They cannot have enough of sex. They always just like, sex me, sex me, sex me. Guys, that woman that I told you yesterday also that was in that video, that insane wicked bitch, that desperate pygmy bitch that was in that Soxoti Jammeh video yesterday, that was saying that FGM is good because she's FGM and she has 3 children, and when she was married before she was divorced, she's fine, you know, blah, blah, she never had problem with it. That woman that is also one of the enemy of the women of the society, which is the women that are behind this type of men, she also says that people that are not know FGM, they cannot stay without sex. They always just like, I want sex, and they always just do it. She said that physically in the video, okay? Keep tapping and sharing. A lot of people was watching, hundreds of people was watching that video, okay? Keep tapping and sharing the video. Thank you so much. Support the video any way you can. Tap and share the video as much as you can. Lot of this man have an army. Lot of them are like him. As you can see in the video I was just now. And they're going to report. They always report. They don't just watch. They report my video and lie. I'm lucky I'm speaking English. TikTok know I am an activist for human rights and for children to have childhood trauma free. TikTok know how wicked Africans can be and how they like children and how they want to traumatize women and children. Now, you don't want anybody to say that African, lot of them, not all, but a lot of them like children and like to suffer women and children. You don't want to hear that word, but you want to watch that happen. Do you think running away from that word is going to end this nightmare? No. You have to fight it, face it, stop this kind of behavior, stop anything that is traumatizing women and children for us to have freedom finally, so you can stop hearing this word. Or you will hear it more. Your people are tired. They're already on YouTube, TikTok, everywhere complaining, especially your children right now that you're abusing. Wait till they grow up. And the children that are 10 years old, 15 years old, 20 years old right now, they're making videos, and a lot of them will start the next 5, 10 years. You will see worse. You see worse. Keep tapping and sharing. The next 5, 10 years, you will see what they're already up on this TikTok. I saw Gambian children, Senegalese children making videos who are 20 years old or just above 20, explaining the nightmare they've been through home growing up. They don't talk to their parents anymore. They have enough. Who the hell do you think you're going to continue abusing people? And people will continue, yes, sir, yes, sir. Oh, my God. You guys are not well. That's not going to happen. Your children are going to get up and talk. Who the hell are you? Just who the hell are you thinking that you're going to continue traumatizing people, sexing them, abusing them, beating them to death, neglecting them and their mother, being a horrible father? You always busy sexing another woman, looking for another young wife, always neglecting your wife, murdering the children, abusing them, people essaying the children, doing whatever, and the children just be like, yes, sir, if I talk, I'm rude. Yes, sir, if I talk, I'm rude. Who the hell are you guys? Are you guys okay? No, that's not going to happen. Stop the madness if you don't want to hear it, and that's it. You stop the madness. Do something about it. I cannot scream because my voice and I'm fasting. Keep tapping and sharing. Now, they always bully me and saying that you're married young, you're traumatized, you're mad. At least look at this. At least my trauma, I'm using it to voice, to scream my... As you can see how my face is swollen because I was in that video crying just now. Looking about how people denying stuff. Thinking about how children going to repeat this pain, and they already are repeating it all these years. At least I'm using my trauma for people to stop having this trauma. And you are using your trauma for the trauma to continue. Your trauma is why you're very wicked and stubborn with your wickedness. And your trauma is why you're pedophile. Your trauma is why you cannot protect children if you are a adult in general, especially women. A woman that cannot protect a little girl. Watching her sexually abused. People marrying their victim 13 years old. Guys, this imam said if anyone stopping this job that he's doing, which is for 13 years old to get married and for girls to be FGM, anyone that is fighting for this to end, he will pray for Allah to punish you. Me too, I'm praying for anyone that is protecting this and himself, for the karma of me, my pain, and my mother, my sisters, him himself, his entire generation pain. You that is supporting him, your entire generation pain and trauma, took the pain, the genuine tears to haunt you too. You that is supporting this too. Let's all pray and let's all do our work. My work is for this to stop. His work is for this to continue. And we shall keep going. You too that is supporting him, let's keep going. Keep tapping and sharing the video, guys. So, guys, this guy, I'll show you this picture of this other guy that is working with him to make sure that this thing is going to go back to the Parliament of Gambia. This underage marriage. And so this man is the man that working in the Parliament in Gambia, and he's the one that working with that imam guy that you just saw, which is this imam. They managed to bring this bar that is banned in the Parliament. They come up with a ban for underage marriage and FGM. The bar is just to cover women and protect women. You know, they have that rule now. So he managed to bring that back in the Parliament for people to vote yes or no to remove that bar, so women can continue being abused. Okay? Why the hell they even allow them to bring that back in the Parliament for them to have the chance to vote? And now they're going to go this month on the 18th. Okay? I'm told they're going on the 18th. Now, listen to this. It's a lot of men on the Parliament. A lot of men. They hate women in the Parliament, especially women like me. They will never ever want to see me in the Parliament. They rather die. Unless a pygmy effing woman that is her own enemy. She will go to the parliament. Not someone like me that is going to speak for women and children to have peace. They hate that. Why? Because they know when the women and children have peace, they have to be good men. They cannot be sleeping with children, calling them my wife. They cannot be essaying children left, right, and center. They cannot be marrying women, abusing their entire generation. The woman suffering her whole life. She will never experience pain. Genuine life, genuine happiness, genuine peace. She can never experience it just because she's married to one of them. They know that's going to end. So they don't want that because they know if that end, that means they have to change. If they don't change, they cannot have a wife. Because no woman will accept that anymore. And for example, I would have strict rules for someone like me. If I was there, I would have strict rules for punishment for when they do that, and they will hate that. That's why they have a man like this who work in the parliament, who is the enemy of women and children. And I am so this man have lot of wife and children. Just like this man himself, he have lot of wives and lot of children. This man, people say that he divorced like almost 10 or more women that he divorced. And now he have lot of wives also. He have his children in America and everywhere. Bless them. But those people that are running to develop nation, why those nations are developed? Because they don't abuse women and children. They give women and children their right. When they see someone like this abusing them, they will get up and talk and do something about it. They will not have an imam on the street with a group of people campaigning for people to marry 13-year-olds and to FGM girls, put them down and chop off their... That's why they develop. They respect women and children, give them peace, give them school education, give them basic human rights so they can grow up and focus and contribute to the development of the country. And then you're going to run from your own misery that you continue to create and come to that land. You're a hypocrite. Lot of you are here, or your children are here, or you want to come here, or you want your children to come here. And you say that the good stuff they have here, which is the human right they have here, you don't want it. Sometimes, you know what this man and the other people like them will say? They say it in videos, small videos, like the one I was not just now, for example. And this man, for example, will say it in his interview or his videos. You know what they will say? The West, they want to bring their type of way here, which is the women should have right and children. And when they have right, that means they're going to be lesbian and gay. Listen to this, guys, okay? They link everything to lesbian and gay. Link everything to the West so they can continue their barbarian, pedophile, hate women and children behavior. Keep tapping and sharing. So, they said, if people allow human right in Africa, everyone is going to be gay. And that's a lie, because even in the West here, it's not everyone that is a gay. It's a choice. They don't strangle you to be gay. Lot of them are gay, by the way. It's just they do it with the children. If you know the amount of boys that have been essayed in these African Muslim countries, billah wallahi ta'ala, if I tell you some of the stories, you will not even sleep tonight. Ask people, especially Senegal. Senegal, the essay come out in the news more. Especially from the places they're supposed to learn Quran called Dara. Recently, the other essay cases that was so bad that I was obsessed about it and talking about it like I'm talking about this current affair now, was one of the ustaz that was essaying in Senegal, one of the child that was a teenager. The ustaz is the people that teach you Quran, okay? You're supposed to go there and learn Quran and go home like you're going to school, okay? Sometimes they have a place called Dara that is a boarding home. The youths will go and live there for like as long as 10 years or even more, or sometimes 5 years or more until they finish the Holy Quran book. Can read it all, you know, before they can go home. This place is like a total slave, you know, type of a life. Like the movie. That's what a lot of people go through in those places. They sleep on the floor, bunch of them, especially the young people. They pee on the floor, sleep on their pee until they have maggot or mugget, these things that crawling on your soul. Yes, and they're wearing one pants for 5 years, 3 years until the pants have those maggot also. Yes, and they don't have food. Even if you give them food, they're going to use it to marry. If you give them money for those children, they're going to use it to marry somebody else younger. If you give them rice and oil and food, they're going to sell it and use it to marry somebody younger. Most of them. Keep tapping the video and sharing it. And the is that the African watching this, especially Gambia and Senegal Africans that know what I'm talking about, but this is just an African issue in general, African Muslim issue. They know what I'm talking about, and a lot of them are not going to support, a lot of them are not going to share, a lot of them are saying that, oh, you are ruining the country name, oh, if I support your work, you'll be known, you become somebody better than me, oh, you're gonna ruin our name, oh, why do you have the gut to talk the truth like this? I wish I have the gut like this. They're thinking so wicked and evil and low life. life that they cannot do this. But me too, this man said, me too, I'm praying like he's praying. This man said, anyone that is fighting for this evil behavior to stop, he's going to pray for Allah to punish you. Me too, any of you that is watching this video, purposely not typing and sharing because you're like him, I'm praying for the karma and real tears that like my own tears you're watching for years, that I have my whole life, my mom tears, my sister's tears, your mom, your father, your own tears. I'm praying that onto you too. You too. Let's all pray. Keep going, guys. So, I'm sorry. So what happened is, these people will do everything to make sure that they continue sleeping with children. No one will stop them. You know why? Because us, the adult, us, the 2% that is awake, us, the 2% that even if you've been through this, you don't care to tell it. Even if they bully you, you talk about it for it to stop because you are kind and you have a heart. You don't care to tell it. Even if they bully you, you talk about it for it to stop because you are kind and you have a heart. In the 2%. A lot of you guys, in the 2%, you're very weak still. You have the courage, you want to talk. Look at what they're doing to our oldest. Look at what they're doing to our oldest. Call me, how they're bullying her. So me too, when I talk, they will do that to me. These people, they can go marching on the street. This man is on the street of Gambia marching with bunch of women that are his Quran students. Bunch of men marching under the sun, in the middle of the sun with their long hijab. So hot, they're marching. They have the energy to do that just for little girls to be put down and cut off her clitoris and to marry her of 13-year-old or younger. If this man can campaign for 13-year-olds to get married, then he can definitely marry a younger than 13-year-old. Himself and the rest of them. Keep tapping and sharing. These people, this man will go on every interview. This man will do a lot of videos on YouTube, interview, Facebook, everywhere, talking about this to continue happening. And if this doesn't happen, people are not Muslim and people are evil. And that anyone that is fighting this to stop, he's going to pray for Allah to punish you. This man said that if you don't marry off your daughter at 13, you don't FGM your daughter, you're not a Muslim, and that when you die, no one should come to your funeral. And that when you're selling something, nobody should buy. When you have a party, nobody should go. Look at my face. This is very serious. If you don't have a face like this for this, you're very evil. You're either a pedophile like him or you're evil like him. Those two. I don't care if this happened to you or not. Even if this don't happen to you, you should know, if you are a boy, you should know you don't want to have a daughter that's going to be 13, an adult crawling on her and calling it my wife. If you don't want that for your daughter, why you think it's normal for other innocent children? If you are a woman and you know that you shouldn't be a 13-year-old and having adults crawling on you, calling you husband and wife, you know you don't want that. You should you shouldn't want that. You shouldn't want that for other young girls. If you are a woman and you know you don't want your clitoris chopped off, and you know your clitoris, if it's already chopped off, you know it shouldn't be chopped off, why you effing promoting that like the fake as you are? Just because when you talk, they're going to do you what they're doing me. Why they doing me this? Because none of you is talking. That's why they're doing me this, because none of you is talking. So it's easy to just, they're all attacking me alone because it's me alone. That's why. Because it's me alone. It's like what Macky Sall is doing now. When you talk, he will just lock you up. That's why all of our presidents are like this in Africa, because us Africans, we are not well, 90% of us. African, 90% of our energy go on eating food, effing dancing to a party that you shouldn't even be there because you hate the person, but you're going there because you're depressed and you're going there to show off. Effing buying clothes you cannot afford, effing buying the whole skin bleaching in the world, but you cannot put your effing hitting your children and screaming at them, but you cannot put that energy on something that caused you the depression to begin with, something that caused you to behave like that to begin with, something that is not good for you, your mother, your children, something that is not good for your society. You cannot put your energy on that, but you can put it on food, clothes, parties, bleaching, wags, sexing people's husband, sexing with somebody you shouldn't sex with, either you're a man or woman. You can put your energy on every place that you shouldn't put it, apart from where your energy need you. That's what Africans are. That's why we can never be developed. And then we run like a coward to come to abroad to disturb people that don't want us here. This is the truth. And you say, I'm not going to talk about it. Get to hell. I'm going to talk. I don't care what you call me. Keep tapping and sharing. So guys, we have an imam in Gambia. This man is called Imam Fati. And he's promoting underage marriage and FGM to happen in Gambia, even though the law banned it. He's campaigning for that to continue happening, and the law should remove the ban. He managed to get a man, this other man. Just wait. I'll show you. He worked in the parliament, this one. He managed to get him to bring the topic back in the parliament for people to have. And the parliament is full of men who are like him and the imam and the group of people that are backing them on this internet under the mango tree. The people that are under the mango tree in Africa and are like this, they're worse. And some of you saying that, did I go to Africa? Yes, I go to Africa. I just came back 3-4 months ago, the end of the year, on the 1st of December, I came back and I'm going again. Okay, I go to Africa. Doesn't matter I go or not. Doesn't matter if this is a Chinese person that is talking or an Arab person or a person from the sky. You can hear what they're saying is, don't essay the children, don't traumatize the children, don't cut off the little girl clitoris, and don't sleep with a 13-year-old and call it a wife. Did that not make sense to you? Doesn't matter who is saying it? Exactly. Keep tapping and sharing. But in that other video somebody was like, some people just sitting in Europe and talking. They don't even go to Africa. Me, I'm not like that. Me, I always go talk about Africa in a positive way because I always talk about let's love and believe in ourselves. We don't even need effing skin bleaching. We don't need a bad marriage. Go man or a woman. Get married only when it's genuine. We don't need alcohol. We don't need drugs. We don't need effing lying and fake and saying yes to everything like a effing pygmy just because when you talk people will attack you. Let's just tell the truth. Give the children school education. Don't give them childhood trauma like serious beating, essay, or any form of childhood trauma. Give them school. Leave them alone to grow up to have a successful life so we can finally be free and sit in our country, have peace. This is all I fight for all the time. How many years I'm known for this? How is that, I shouldn't say that because blah, blah. I'm in Europe or blah, blah. You in Africa talk. You that in Africa talk. You that in Europe talk. You guys that say the way I talk is not good. I'm begging you in the name of God, if you have any God, that is, to talk nice and politely and talk about this. I'm begging you. You that can talk very nice and politely. You that you don't have any trauma, or you know how to handle your trauma. You're very nice and kind. And you know how to handle your trauma. You're very disciplined. Please, talk about this with the most polite, nice way and see what's going to happen. Talk about it. I'm begging you. Ask the Gambians. When Umi was talking about FGM. Umi is a Gambian who is in America. Who talked about FGM? The most polite person on this internet. The most Gambian polite person ever. Nobody's like Umi on this internet. That Umi Jata lady. She's a nurse. She's married with children. When she was talking about it. Her husband passed away now. But when she was talking about it, her husband was alive. This is why you guys, your evilness, billahi, you better learn. Because life don't know no one. Life can teach you lessons. You see these children that I'm fighting for them to have freedom, and you're evil. You see, you're going to torture them by force. Life can take your life anytime. Life can make you disabled anytime that you're going to sit down one place, people have to kill in your bomb. I was working in the nursing home. Some people are there because of accident, stroke, and some are 40 years old or even younger. Just a few months ago, they're going to work, coming back, and now you have to kill in their bomb and feed them. See how the children need your help now, and you're denying that help, which is to give them peace. One day, God can make you need that help from other humans. And they cannot give it to you. What are you going to do? That's just one part of the trauma the karma that you guys will have. You guys will never see peace. All of you that is promoting this. When that Umi was talking, they bully her and call her rude, make video for her, insulting her, her mother, her husband, putting their pictures like this, putting pictures of her mother, her husband, everything like this, even her children. What they got to do with this? It's like me putting these people pictures, their mothers, their children. What they got to do with this? It's them that is going to the parliament to vote. I have to talk to them. Nothing to do with their mothers and parliament. They, children. But they put in the person mothers. Even me, they always put the pictures of my mother, even my children, to bully me for what I'm doing. And I never put pictures of their mother or their children. What that got to do with anything? I always talk to them alone that is promoting this. Keep tapping and sharing. But they have no respect for women and children. They hate women and children. They call her rude. They call her, this is our culture. They didn't tell her that the way you're talking like Amy. You know me, they say the way you're talking, you talk with anger, you talk with pain. By the way, Aisha, the Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, last youngest wife, was more aggressive than me. You explain how aggressive she was to protect the deen. You call that nice because she was protecting the deen. But I'm not allowed to be aggressive, whatever the hell aggressive is in my talk, to protect the young children like me that you were crawling on me before I was 13 years old. Keep tapping and sharing. So, how about that? You see how hypocrite and fake you guys are, and how much you guys hate Allah and hate the deen and hate women and children. You love children just for. But you hate women because after you marry them, after 5 years, 4, 10 years, 15 years, they cry and they never see peace. You're looking for another children again. Keep tapping and sharing. So, some of them also say that I don't speak English. That's why I'm doing my work for you to put children to school instead of focusing on sexing them. You focus on putting them to school, so you can't insult me with that. But anyway, a lot of you that have been to school and you can't even write your name. I can speak a little bit more than you, but anyway, they also bully me for that. Keep tapping and sharing the video. If you're watching this video and you're not tapping and sharing, which means you're protecting these people, their evil behavior. I pray just like the Imam said, he's praying for anyone that is fighting for this to stop, to have something bad happen. Me too, I'm praying for you that is watching on purpose, not to tap and share, which means you're protecting their evil behavior. Me too, I'm praying for the children karma to haunt you, including my own karma. I was underage arranged married to a man as old as this Imam, guys. Okay? This Imam here. Keep tapping and sharing. I'll bring him again. A man as this old married me before I was 10, okay? My mom underage married as well. My 3 sisters underage married. And they said I'm not supposed to talk about that. Right now in Gambia, this Imam is campaigning and managed to bring a debate in the parliament. They're going to vote this week coming. Okay? For people to get married as young as 13 and for the girls to be FGM. He said that's sunnah for them to be FGM. And that's the Quran appropriate age to get married is 13. Okay, this man always saying that all the time, the Gambians watching. Look at how evil and pedophile a lot of the Gambians are, and look at how they're protecting this man instead of condemning his entire generation. And they said me, I'm rude, and that me, the way I'm talking, I'm rude, because he's an imam. This is the problem with Africans, the way they're so weak, and they're programmed to be so weak like a 5-year-old because of the serious child beating that they go through, which is what I condemn as well. I condemn the serious child beating. You put the fear on the child, so they grow up like a 5-year-old forever. Oh, when I talk, they'll say I'm rude. And them they rude. They're the one that insulting people mother every day. Some nangamin day, I'm gonna crawl in your mother's vagina, I'm gonna cut it. They always do that for me, even saying that why am I talking like this? And they're telling me I'm gonna do this to your mother's vagina. Is that not rudeness? My mom was already married young, and you're still abusing her private part. And they always tell me that my private part is expired because I was married young, so I should sort of. So that's why at least I don't want you to create other expired vagina, you know? You like to expire the vagina when the child is young and then use it to bully her. Keep tapping and sharing, guys. So, guys, as I'm talking to you recently, right now, as I'm talking to you this minute in Gambia, we have a current affair that this our famous Imam called Imam Fati is making sure that underage marriage and FGM for girls that the government ban is going to continue because the government going to remove the ban so they can marry their victim as a pedophile and so they can effing make sure that no child is going to have a clitoris, okay? And his excuse for that is that when the child have the clitoris, the child going to grow up and they're going to like sex too much and you cannot have 4 wives because you will not satisfy them. This Imam talk like that, okay? Imam. Listen, I'll tell you so many things that he said. That's just one tiny bit I'm telling you. Keep tapping and sharing. Thank you so much. Now, keep supporting the video anyhow you can. A lot of them hate my God. They hate that I'm exposing the truth, but they will not do nothing for the truth to stop. For this thing I'm talking about, they don't want to stop. So I can stop talking. So I can see at least that they're doing something so I can calm down. They want me to watch the children continue in this pain. I must be the worst idiot person in this world. Billahi wallahi tallahi. I rather you chop me and fry me and have me for dinner like the evil person you are than me quiet and watch this. Billahi wallahi tallahi. And I'm not afraid of you. I'm coming back to Gambia. When I go to Gambia, I'll vlog, I'll go on the street. I don't care you attack me. I don't care the death threats. When I was there not long ago, somebody nearly beat me. I was lucky I was on live and I was crossing the ferry and a lot of people there, he cannot beat me. He told me physically in the middle of the live video that you should be taught a lesson. You don't respect our imams. They call this respect. The imams are pure pedophile standing in the middle of the street in front of everyone on TV, everywhere, telling the whole world they're pedophile. And me, when I say that they're pedophile, you said I'm rude. So them, they're not rude. Them, they're good and nice, good citizen. No problem, let's go. I don't care even if you kill me, you guys will never see peace. But me, I'll never be quiet about this. I rather die than watching this continue. This happened to my mom, myself, my 3 sisters. Still happening. You still essaying children, either you marry them or not because you love children, because you're an asshole. A lot of you are. I don't care. Now, they also say that, oh, even in the UK and the rest of the world, they also like children, but they don't go in videos talking about it. They cover up for them. So why are you talking? Look at how idiotic evil these people are, okay? In the UK, they cover up for pedophile? No. It's on the news whenever they catch them. They go to prison. People talk about it if they want. But why are you copying UK with the bad stuff they're doing? When we tell you let's not marry young people, you say that the Western world, they have pedophilia, lesbianism and gay, and they want us to have that. That's why they're telling us not to cut the little girl private part, and FGM her. They want her to have her clitoris so she can be lesbian. They say things like that, okay? And which mean the Western world, they are bad. That's why they're lesbian. That's why they want you to be bad. And you are not bad. You don't want to be lesbian. Now listen to this. Now when you tell them you're marrying young people, they say the Western world, they can have sex as young as 12 or less. They have boyfriend anytime they want, because it's human right. So why can't we also marry the victims? Or when you say this is a pedophile, they say the Western world, they have more pedophilia, Even Prince Andrew or blah blah Prince is a pedophile. Do you not read what's happening in the UK? Which means they're pedophile, so we are pedophile. Which means they're bad and bad, but only when it favors you. Why can't you guys F yourself? Why can't anyone that is like this to just keep effing yourself? No one cares about who you are. Even if you are the president, no one cares. You're not above people. You're not above God. You don't own these people. Leave them alone. Don't promote their sufferness. Don't promote their childhood trauma. Don't promote ripping their childhood, adult crawling on them and call it wife. Keep tapping and sharing the video. So guys, again, I'm telling you right now, recently, as I'm speaking to you, in Gambia, this particular imam that is called Imam Fatih, that is one of the #1 famous imam in Gambia. Okay, who have lot of children all over the world, especially abroad, America, UK, here, anywhere that, his children are. Because they normally have lot of wives, but they normally divorce a lot of wives as well. He's told to divorce like 9 or 10 women already, this man. Okay? And people that are supporting him, they're bullying me, telling me that I've been married so many times. How the hell you going to bully me for marrying so many times? When I was age 16, I was married 4 times at the age of 16. Because I was arranged married before I was 10 to someone as old as him. So how you think you're going to bully me? What about him that is your ustaz? He divorced 9 or 10 women. And he have right now 4 or 5 wives, I don't know. So many children, bless them, all over the world, especially America and everywhere else. Some of them don't even dress like Muslim and definitely will not marry at 13. Definitely don't even FGM. So why he's busy, very vocal about the innocent poor children under the mango tree in Gambia, so beautiful and cute, to get their private part chopped off and to get married at 13 for someone like him to enjoy. Did that sound like a normal person to you and normal behavior? Why are you allowing that? You're weird and you're asshole and you're effing. You shouldn't even. Okay. Keep tapping and sharing. So guys, right now as I'm talking to you, this man, he said, I'll list all the reasons why he said people should be FGM, okay? You will see if that makes sense. And people should be underage married, okay? So keep tapping and sharing, I'll tell you. They're lying, they say that. Comment. Even other stuff, just to protect women, Africa have to have a massive serious ban, serious big long paper that is to protect women and children. And to add more every day. And you want to remove that particular tiny one that is there. The main 2 in that one is underage marriage to end and FGM to end. You said that one should be removed and put in the bin. People to marry their victim when they're sexually abusing them and call it wife. So they don't have to go to prison. Anyone that is supporting that is an asshole. Keep tapping and sharing. And then they said, I'm rude for saying this kind of word. But for somebody like this to stand up and say that marry your victim so you don't have to go to prison, guys. If you're a pedophile, just marry your victim. They say that that's not rude. That's nice. Because the way he's saying it smiling. When he's talking, he's smiling. Oh, he's like those self-love bandit, those bad guy in the movie that is sending people to kill the actor and the people, and they're smiling. Yeah, you guys are Venice. That's how he do his interview. Go and watch the interview at Kirfatu. Look at the type of fake evil smile that this imam is doing in his video when he was talking. Even Fatu's face was like, you can see Fatu. How Fatu keep questioning him. Why you want to get rid of the little girl's thingy? People saying that don't get rid of it. It's not Islamic. He's like, it's Islamic. The prophet came in and found some group of people, blah, 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 was doing it. And that he didn't say no. If it was not good, he will say don't do it. Because the prophet, anything that you're doing that is not good, he will tell you don't do it. For example, drinking alcohol, sex without marriage, wearing hair extension. He tells us not to do all of that. So if he tells us you can do this one, that means this one is good. Look at all the things he tell you to do and you never do. He tell you never have sex without marriage, and a lot of you, 99.9% of you, love that. You have sex even if you are married. 99.9% of you that is married, African Muslim men across the world, at least 80% of them, have sex outside more than they have with their wives. Okay? Even if they're married. That's what the married ones are worse, especially Gambia. Especially in the Mandinka community where they're doing more FGM. Sarakule community, name it. All this Fana community, all this across Africa, all tribe do it anyway. All tribe do underage marriage, FGM and stuff like this. Even my one of tribe have it. But some tribe do it more than others, but it's in every tribe. Okay, because it's the olden days stuff that olden days people used to treat women like a slave, even in this UK. Okay, and now people have human right here, but us African women, we're weak and sick. We cannot fight for human right. Okay, keep tapping and sharing. I don't care what they call me, traumatized or what. At least I'm using my trauma for the trauma to stop. You that is using your trauma for the trauma to continue. That's why you normalizing the trauma, because you're double traumatized. You're traumatized and you're wicked. You have those two. You're traumatized and you're very wicked. So at least me, I'm using my trauma to scream my lung for that to stop, even if you're gonna kill me. Now keep talking. Keep tapping and sharing. Thank you so much. So now the reason why this man said that people should FGM girls, and underage marry them, I'll explain. Okay, keep tapping and sharing. This man and the rest of them, they will say like, oh, what about if she's not married, she's gonna be pregnant, she's gonna have a bastard child. What's the reason for having a bastard child? Sex with someone that you're not married to. What are these men doing? 80-90% or 99.9% of them having sex without marriage all the time. The young men, the adults, the 50-year-olds, they love having sex with somebody that is not their wife, even if they're married, guys. They love it so much. Okay? They love it so very much. So they're doing the act of bastard. Either they have the bastard child or not. It's up to the person if they cannot get pregnant or they get rid of the baby or they have baby for them. By the way, a lot of them have babies outside of marriage when they're married and when they're not married. Okay? But when they're going to think of the child going to get married, instead of them to talk about how they should discipline themselves and leave these girls alone and don't sex them when they're not married to them. Is that not what he was going to talk to? He was supposed to talk to the men, the young men or men like his age, warn them about what Allah said about sleeping with someone that is not your wife. Did that not make sense to you? Keep tapping and sharing. That's what he was supposed to do as a Muslim. You look at the community, look at the problem, write it down or think about it. Be like, okay, these girls get married young because if not, they're going to be pregnant. Oh, okay. But that is called child abuse now and pedophilia. And 90% of them, their husbands, look at what happened 5 years later. Look at what happened 6 years later. The husband is neglecting them, marrying other people, don't not be there for them. The women are struggling, suffering. The children are struggling, suffering. So this is not good. Let leave them to be 18 at least and above. And let teach them how to find a healthy man, like to not focus on love, to look if the man have a healthy mind that can love a woman and protect her, which is the 2%. The 2% of African men and women, African in general, is only 2% that are awake. 2% that are the genuine, kind, loyal people. Doesn't matter man and woman. Just effing 2% because they program you to be a liar, effing abuser, effing hate yourself, hate human, hate horrible. They program you like that when you're young, which is the programming that I'm fighting. And they're like a vampire protecting this programming. No one is allowed to fight it. They're going to make sure they beat you, torture you, lie, do horrible stuff to make so when you grow up you be a bad adult man or woman. Okay, so for example, don't you think that when you look at our problem, you should look at how, especially Gambia, full of bad marriages. If you go to Gambia, you not even believe this is a Muslim land. 80% of the marriages are not Muslim marriage at all. It's rampant with cheating, lying, and the woman struggling, and the man have money for girlfriend and another somebody, but not for this woman and the children, which Allah told him to house, clothes, and feed the wife and children. How expensive is that? He's gonna say he doesn't have money for that. The woman is struggling, barely give her enough money for food, barely give her enough money for what she need, clothes, comfortable house, her and the children. Okay, but he have money for girlfriend, he have money for another wife. Some have 2-3 wives. When the first wife is struggling, she doesn't have a good house, she doesn't have enough clothes, she doesn't have enough good stuff for her and her children, she doesn't have enough good food for her and her children. And Allah told you to house, clothes, and feed the wife. Even if the wife is working, that's none of your business. You should provide that as a Muslim. Keep tapping and sharing. Are they doing that? No. They don't even dress like Muslim. Muslim men are meant to dress big, long dress as well to cover themselves, not just for the woman. The men, they shouldn't be wearing jeans, especially if they have a giant's horse manhood and the horse manhood on the video, on the jeans sewing. They shouldn't do that. They should wear good big clothes so you can, see them salam alaikum like a Muslim woman. But they only telling the woman to do that and they can go and wear jeans and wear whatever they want. They fake hypocrisy and they hate Allah. And when you talk, they say you're not Muslim. They're not Muslim at all. They're just bagging, using the deen to go behind the deen to practice their work. So you can just blame the deen or just accept it. Be like, okay, let me use the deen to accept this. Let me use the deen to accept this. So the deen can be like bad and like the deen is your enemy. The deen is your enemy. The deen is not your enemy. They're your enemy. Keep tapping and sharing. Okay, back to what I was saying. Keep tapping and sharing the video, guys. Because the haters, they report the video, okay? That's why the video is sitting down here. Anyone that is reporting the video, I pray when you're doing anything good, God shall, the karma shall report you with the Satan. You shall never achieve nothing good. Just like you making so these children will never have freedom and peace and justice. I pray you two will never have good and anything good that you want. Just like they will never have what you deserve, what they deserve. You know, you're making sure they don't have what they deserve, which is to leave them alone, to give them school education, don't create them childhood trauma, so they can focus and be better than you and I. You're very wicked. That's why you don't want that for them. So how are you going to want good thing for yourself alone? Okay, keep tapping and sharing. So now, back to why he want the children to be circumcised, you know, and to get married young. He said the children have to be circumcised and get married young because if not, they're going to be pregnant. What's the cause of pregnant? Sex without marriage. What are these men doing? 90% of them, they're having sex with people they're not married to all that time. Doesn't matter what age they are. From a young age to 20 years old to 30, 40, 50. These men are having sex with people that they're not married to all the time, even if they are married. Lot of them. Rampant in Gambia. So what he was supposed to focus on, that. He was supposed to focus on the men like him, talking to them 24 hours, getting angry and rage when he's talking, like he does when he's talking about FGM and underage marriage. He gets so rage and angry, guys, for people to do this. He should put that rage and anger on this man that is sleeping with people, telling them what Allah said about having sex without marriage. He should make sure he focus on that so the men can learn to zip their trouser and wait till they are married. And when they're married, they should learn to focus on their wife. Keep tapping and sharing. That is going to develop the nation, Muslim or not. A nation that have good, honest marriages. Focus husband, focus wife, focus marriage. It's going to have a developed nation. A marriage that is focused, loyalty, kind, focusing on developing the children. A nation that have a lot of that is going to develop. Especially if the children are going to school and you teach them with loyalty, honesty, kindness, determination. Because the marriage is like that. They see that. They learn it from their parents. Allah or not, that nation is going to be developed. Keep tapping and sharing. Thank you so much. Thank you. 14 of you share the video, but you still have to tap and share. Like I said, he have army of people. Because he's a Quran teacher, he teach lot of Gambian learn Quran from him. He have lot of schools. He have lot of students that he's teaching Quran, that he already taught Quran and are teaching now. You should see the bunch of people behind him when he was marching on the street recently for people to marry at 13 and to get children clitoris chopped off. You should see how the amount of people, women and men behind him on the street. He have army of people that they manage to blackmail, to follow him and listen to him and do whatever he's told. And the small people like him on the internet or under the mango tree that is talking like him because they have a mind like him. Who wouldn't want to marry a young girl as young as 13 or younger and call it a wife? You're a pedophile and you don't have to go to prison. You be drinking your Coca-Cola, eating your rice when you are sexing your victim for free. Happily, people dancing for you, clapping for you. Who doesn't want that? Only a kind person heart doesn't want that. Wicked person will want that, and it's not easy to have a kind heart. It's very easy to be a wicked, evil person, but it's not easy to have a kind heart. That's not for the weak, especially a traumatized, weak person, which a lot of Africa makes sure that you're traumatized because they beat you, torture you, neglect you, suffer you, which is why you are like this, which is why you're promoting this. Keep tapping and sharing, guys, especially the men. Just take a look at the video. Take a look at how the Gambian men are in the video, and they're doing like they're dead. They cannot tap. They cannot see. They either insult me or they're sitting behind the camera insulting me now. They're afraid to type it because they know I'll block them, or you will see that they're so evil that they can't hide it, you know. But just look at them, how they're like they're dead. They're not tapping. They're not sharing. They're not commenting good comment to promote the video. It's like the 2% that is doing that. The 2%. Just look at the 2% that I always tell you. Every African community you go, when you're talking about issues that is not good for us, especially issues to protect women and children, you only have the 2% that will protect, will support you. The 2%. The 2%. Doesn't matter man or woman. Even the women will not support you. Even the women, when you're protecting them, they hate you. Because they're thinking about how the men will hate them for agreeing with you. Lot of the men that is doing their behavior, they love when someone hates someone like me. They call someone like me bad, traumatized, pain. Their mothers are more traumatized than me. Their mothers raised them up with trauma, pain, and shouting and beating. Their father raised them up with trauma, pain, and shouting and beating. And they know it. At least I'm fighting for the trauma to end though. And you're busy promoting the trauma though. Did that not look like two different things to you? Exactly. Let's keep going. I'll bring the man that this man is working in the parliament to make sure that this is going to happen in Gambia again. Although it's still happening secretly, they want to legalize it, happily doing it without any consequence. So guys, this man is the man that in the parliament of Gambia that is working with Imam Fati for children to get married as young as 13 and for every child to make sure that they have no illiterate. The Imam said that anyone that don't do that to their child when they're no more alive, nobody should go to their funeral. So he's forcing everyone to do it. For the asshole, wicked ass people that are saying that I'm forcing people to stop doing this. And I shouldn't force them to stop doing this, even though this is abuse. They have right to abuse children. This is what they're telling me, making video for me saying this. I'm telling them, this man is the one, this man and Imam Fati, they're forcing people to do this. Because Imam Fati said, if you don't do this, when you're no more alive, no one should come to your funeral. I rather the vultures have me for dinner though than evil bitches like this coming to my funeral, people that are behind this. But he said, when you die, no one should come to your funeral. When you sell something, no one shall buy. When you have a party, no one shall go. People should isolate you for not practicing this because you're not Muslim. So what about the Muslims that are busy cheating, lying, neglecting their wives and children? When they die, people should go and clap for them. They're Muslim. That's what Allah told them to do. You guys are hypocrite and you hate Allah. The Allah that you're saying that is the one that says you should FGM girls and underage married girls. That Allah told you to never sleep with someone you're not married to. And when you are married doing it, you should be stoned to death. A lot of you shouldn't be alive even right now. Because a lot of you are doing that for years and will never stop. Allah told you to be nice and kind to your wife and children. House, clothes, feed them. How many of you is feeding your wife correctly? How many of you is giving your wife enough money to cook food? You're giving her £1, £2, £3 that she cannot even buy onions. And you expect her to buy good meal for you and your children and even family members. You guys hate Allah and you are a hypocrite. But these women, they hate Allah themselves. And they hate themselves. That's why they're allowing you to use Allah to make Allah look like Allah is bad. Keep tapping and sharing. And they hate themselves, so they're going to allow you to abuse them to death, and they're going to cry and look for juju, cry and beat their children, cry and be arguing, cry and be bleaching their skin, cry and be buying the longest dress and the longest hair, cry and be buying the most expensive necklace, cry and be effing fake friend, effing fake stuff, and they're dying, and they're dying. They cannot cry genuine cry. Sorry, they cannot smile genuine smile. Because the smile most of the time is fake. Inside they're dying. Because you cannot allow them to smile genuine smile because of what you're doing. And they cannot fight for them to have that genuine smile. Keep tapping and sharing. Thank you very much. So those are the people that are trying to bully me, saying me, I have trauma and them, I'm this and I'm that. You're worse traumatized than me. It's just the difference is you don't bother about the trauma. You're choking yourself to accept the trauma. Choking yourself to watch the children repeat the trauma. Choking yourself to be a fake ass and pretend the trauma is fine. It's not fine. And the children shouldn't have it. Listen to this person, okay? Listen to this person, okay? Listen to this person. It might be one of his soldiers. He have bunch of soldiers. These people have bunch of armies all over the place. Okay? He's gone. I don't know why he's gone. You don't have to go. Come back. Okay? Just come back. You don't have to run. These people have bunch of armies all over the place that are like them. They like to marry their victim and call it wife. Underage married people. And they also like to FGM the girls and put fear in her and put pain and trauma, in her. So she can grow up and just continue to be a slave because they already train her like a slave from a young age. Okay? They hate a woman that is growing up without any pain, any trauma, so she can be independent and say no to A, B, and C. Okay? They want her to get used to the pain from a young age so she can agree to have the pain so they can continue getting away with the pain. That's all. You know it. Come on. How old are you? Are you 5 years old? Keep tapping and sharing. So, but the women themselves, they're the worst enemy of themselves. Look at this. There will be no peace until children get married as young as 13. Until FGM and children getting married at 13 happen in Gambia, there will be no peace. That's what this man is saying, Imam. That's the same man that you saw, the same Imam. Okay? That's him. And the Gambians are watching. And they're busy insulting me and bullying me. How can you think you can bully me and call me traumatized or whatever when you have a pedophile imam that is standing right now in the middle of Gambia on the street campaigning for pedophilia to be normalized, and you can call me name and bully me? What a joke. How can anyone have an imam like this walking on the street for people to marry of their victims and call it wife, marry of 13-year-old or younger than that? If he can say that girls should get married as young as 13, then that's younger than that. The last time I did a video about this and people were coming into the video, ask people that are watching if I'm lying. They say, when you ask them what age is the appropriate age to get married, they said any age. The Gambian men telling you any age. Any age. Any age. Now, the 2% Gambian men or 2% men in general, Gambia or not, especially African men, who despise children, despite this act, know that it's called pedophilia. They don't talk. A lot of them. They're behind watching right now. They're going to be angry that I'm saying this because they're thinking, everybody will think Gambians are the same. This is not going to help you. The whole world know Gambian people. Gambia is a sex story for young people. Anyone that want a young person, just go to Gambia. Everyone know why the young people in Gambia is sleeping with the older people. It's because the Gambian older people like young people. That's where they learn it from. Everyone knows that. The whole world knows that. A nation that is normalizing sleeping with old people is only because the old people themselves like the young people. Lot of them. So instead of you running like a coward and be like, if you say that people will think Gambia is bad, get up and fight this. This person is the one that making Gambia look bad. He's the one that's standing saying that pedophilia is fine and we must accept it. Marrying a child as young as 13 is fine. And you said, me, I'm making Gambia look bad. Him, he's making Gambia look bad. Him, he made this a current affair. Him, he started this whole war campaigning on the street. Him, he's having interview. Him, he bring this thing back to parliament. Him, he's making so that underage girls are getting married. And FGM. The bar that banned FGM and underage marriage, the bar that banned those two, he's making so that they remove it. And you're telling me that look bad. You are a hypocrite and you're like him. That's all. But you know that him is the one you should be talking to. Him is the one that is promoting that. You expect me to continue watching this? Never. Thank you so much. Keep tapping and sharing. Yeah, thank you. I really appreciate it. Yeah, thank you. Just keep tapping and sharing. I appreciate all the... But please be careful. Doesn't matter how you're careful. The fact that you're telling the truth, they don't want you. They want you unalive. They want you finished. They want you shut up. They want you dead. They want you anything. I know. But they still kill you talking or not. They already kill your soul. Because they're going to crawl on you when you're a child. Crawling on you, sexing you and calling it wife when you're a child. Cutting your private part when you're a child and calling it FGM culture. So they already finish you. Either you're alive or not. I rather they finish me than me continuing to watch them do this to children. So I don't care. I'm not afraid of death. They're the one that's going to face their karma. They're the one that's going to have a miserable life and die and have consequences for killing people, for saving children. But I'm not gonna be like, when I talk, they'll kill me. I will not talk. I don't care. They chop me now and have me for dinner like the vampires there. Keep tapping and sharing, guys. I'm going to bring my charger. If you want to come, you can come. But know that when you come here and you're like this, I will not listen to you. There's no excuse for this. And the ass old people that was in the other video that I was, that were those Gambians that are supporting this, you know what they were saying? Some tribe do this, some tribe this, they're lying. Okay? Because this man is saying that it's Allah who says so, that we should do this. If we don't do it, we're not Muslim. So... And by the way, every tribe in Africa, especially Gambia and Senegal, but Africa, Gambia especially, every tribe have underage marriage history. But some, it's not common now. But it's happening in every tribe until now. Because us, the women that have to fight and stop it, we're still scared like a coward hiding. The energy you're putting talking on the phone with someone you shouldn't be talking to. The energy you're putting going to parties that you shouldn't even go. You hate the person, but you're going there to show off that I'm the one that dressed the best. I'm the one that have the longest wig. The energy you're putting buying every skin bleaching in the wall. The energy you're putting screaming at your children, beating them. The energy you're putting looking for juju to help you. If you put it on half of the energy on this, by now you have peace, and by now other children will grow up not like you. But a wicked person cannot do that. A person that is evil will not have time to save other child that are going to grow up and have better life than them. They will be too wicked for that. Okay? They will be busy traumatizing themselves by accepting the pain and allowing the pain to double. These people, doesn't matter they marry you young, doesn't matter they FGM you, doesn't matter they do serious child beating or essay or any of this thing I'm fighting, they're still going to trouble you. These are the people that create the fact that the people are lying, aggressive, stopping each other, getting rid of each other for your phone. You have to be on a life because of a phone or stupid 100 pounds. People that are in Africa or even all over the world that are unaliving people and doing drug, alcohol, ruining communities, doing bad stuff, bad government, bad evil people are created by evil people. Evil people hurt them, teach them the evilness, and they're gonna give it to you or your family or your friend. You can get away with it, especially in that tiny Gambia. That's why Gambia is like this now. Gambia now, you cannot even sleep at night comfortably, worrying people will break into your house and unalive you for no reason, or your families. Where they get that evilness from because of this kind of thing across Africa. They abuse women and children, teach them horrible behavior, teach them barbaric, wicked pain, torture, pain, trauma, and no one is allowed to talk. So they grow up giving you that pain and trauma when they're in the government or not, when they're your husband or not, when they're your wife or not, when they're your family member or not. So you will not get away with this. This doesn't matter you talk or not. Keep tapping and sharing the video. I'll go and bring my charger, or I'm just going to end the video. I don't have to bring my charger if you guys are not tapping and sharing enough. It's 15 people that share the video. I still need you guys to tap and share the video because this man have a group of army that are so evil like him, like I always said. And they hate my God for the fact that I'm ready to unalive me than me quiet for them to continue their barbarian, pedophilia, hate women and children act. That's why they're trying to make sure that they silence me, report my videos, watching me like they're dead, bullying me, calling me all kind of names all of these years. I don't care what you're going to call me. When you finish, me too, I'll call your behavior pedophilia and you hate women and you don't respect Allah, you don't love Allah, you're using Allah to suffer people. You're going to call me. When you finish, me too, I'll call your behavior pedophilia and you hate women and you don't respect Allah, you don't love Allah, you're using Allah to suffer people. You want to make sure the little girl, you FGM her, beat her, torture her, essay her even, and then marry her young when she's a virgin, because when you FGM her, the purpose is for her to be a virgin. You're going to FGM her and you're going to use that blood to put something in it and close her little hole. When she get married, you then break into the little hole and you be the first person. After that, you dump her ass, you don't want her anymore. 5-10 years later, she's crying forever if she still continue in the marriage, and you're busy looking for other little fresh little hole to break. Okay, because you're addicted to those breaking the little holes. Okay, and you know it. Them supporting you, they know it. Okay, this is the fact. You know it. Them supporting you, they know it. When they're from your community, they know you. So what's that called? What's the name of that? Keep tapping and sharing. Just be careful because you never know. I'm not going to be careful. I can only do my work and go about my day. I'm not careful about nothing. You be careful for supporting them if you are supporting them. You don't want to know karma. Karma can hunt you on your bed sleeping. Karma can hunt you at work. Karma can hunt you anywhere. Karma can hunt you and attack you and anywhere. Bad thing can happen to you from karma anywhere. So you that is making so the little girls and little children in general gonna have massive childhood trauma, massive injustice, massive pain, massive abuse, massive pain, tears, real genuine tears you're causing them. When you're busy sleeping, you're busy eating, you're busy having sex, they're crying, they're pain that you cause them. You think of how to get away with that karma. You think of be careful with that. Because when that karma is coming, it's not going to be car coming. It's not going to be something coming that you see and be trying to be careful. It could come from when you don't even expect it. Okay? I know a lot of you don't believe in karma, but it's real. I'm telling you this. It's very extremely real. Yeah, especially karma of vulnerable people, which is people that are hopeless and cannot do nothing, and you're taking advantage of them. Especially young souls that you're ruining for them to live the rest of their life with the trauma. Okay? You be careful of that instead of telling me to be careful. Nothing will make me stop my work. Keep tapping and sharing, guys. I got death threats. I got all kind of threats over the years. They make sure nobody watch my video. The Gambians, if anyone watch or comment, they go to them, call them, bully them. They go to them, call them, bully them for coming to my live video. They make sure that they call me mad, crazy, depressed, aggressive, insulting, rude. She's married many times. She's mad. She has trauma. The trauma you caused me. How can you use that to bully me? The trauma that your imam is making sure that it's going to continue. He's standing right now saying that people should marry 13-year-olds and should cut little girls' private part and call it FGM. How are you going to use that to bully me when the man you're promoting is the #1 trauma creator person? It's the #1 trauma creator. And you say you're going to bully me for what him and you create for me. Okay? This society create trauma. Your mother was traumatized. Your father was traumatized. You're traumatized yourself. Your entire generation is traumatized. I'm fighting for that to end for innocent children. And you think you can bully me for that? You're not well. Oh no, that make me laugh when I hear you guys saying that. Keep tapping and sharing, but don't they know it is bad. They know. They just don't care because us, the adults, are watching them do that. And a lot of them like children and hate women. They like the young virgin, but they hate women in general. After they marry her, after 5 years, 99.9% of them, after 5-10 years, she's going to be crying for the rest of her life. So ask them. Ask these women that their asses are suffering from this ass old people, these people behind them. Ask them how much they're suffering themselves. 99% of them that marrying this young victim, young wife, call it wife, this young children, after 5-10 years, they don't care about the woman anymore. They're busy cheating and lying and marrying anybody they come across, having sex with the young people, married or not. They love young people so much. They love having sex without marriage. Either they're married or not, they will have sex outside. They love traumatizing women, lying, deceiving, controlling, wicked, angry, traumatized behavior. They love all of this. It's in their vein. What we're going to do now, the woman have to be strong. What we're going to do now, the woman have to stand up, stop using the trauma at the wrong place, beating children, bleaching, competing with each other, insulting each other like a mad idiot. Focus on the reason why your ass is traumatized, to stop that for the young people. That's it. That's the only fucking solution. Nothing fucking else. Because these people are so fucking evil. That's the only fucking solution. Nothing fucking else. Because these people are so fucking evil to be thinking they're going to kill us, they're going to judge us, they're going to do this. No. Because even if we continue thinking like that, we will not have peace. Suffering is suffering. They rather chop me and have me for dinner than me continuing to watch these children repeating this pain. These innocent, beautiful black children. Across Africa. This is not just a Gambian thing. This is the whole African thing. This is the reason why Africa will never, ever develop. They love to torture women and children. They hate women, a lot of them, and they love to torture children and essay them and beat them and torture them and neglect their entire generation. This is what Africa love, okay? This is why Africa will never get anywhere. And then we run like a coward to come to another nation that don't do that, which is why they develop. We come there though. We're running from what we're creating. We hate what we're creating. What's the name of that? What's the name of behaving like an animal, creating horrible situation and run from it to go to someone else that is doing the opposite, where you're not even wanted there? What's the name of that? Keep tapping and sharing. The whole of Africa have to get up, especially the women, join hands together, be an adult that we are, put our energy where our energy needs us, which is telling the truth. If you have a bad, wicked husband, he's going to condemn you. He can get to hell. He's like them. Any husband that is condemning you when you're fighting for FGM to stop, underage arranged marriage to stop, serious child beating to stop, bad marriages that they give in the community, especially women, marrying them and marrying anybody they come across, not housing, clothing, feeding her, not nice and kind, loving to her, like Allah told you. If we don't fight this thing and make sure we put the children to school, give them education, we fight this for us, the women. If we don't do this, we will never have peace. These people that hate us, we're waiting for them to protect us. Look at this man right now, where he's campaigning this. 90% of Gambian, or 80% at least, their marriages is not Muslim marriage. They're their own husband. Now look at how they're watching this video like they're dead. They're not even going to tap and share the video right now as I'm talking to you. Just look at the Gambians. They're in this video as if they have no fingers. Why? Because I'm talking to protect women and children. That's all. That's all. And that's not worth their time. That's not worth supporting. They love to create pain for women and children, especially the women themselves. Look at how they beat their children. You will see the pain and trauma in them, that this is beyond whatever the child is doing. But they will not put that energy for that pain to stop. For innocent other children that are growing up to not grow up like them, their effing miserable traumatized child to not repeat, mind behavior to not repeat for the children. What type of person does that? You have effing miserable childhood that you know that is continuing to happen, and you're gonna watch it for other children to repeat it. That's what I call wickedness, and that's what the Africans are good at, especially Gambians, but cross Africans. Africans can be on the phone talking all day with people they shouldn't be talking to. When I'm talking like this, screaming my lungs for the children to be left alone, they said I talk a lot. They're bullying me that I talk a lot. When their energy is for talking with people they shouldn't be talking to, especially people's husbands. They can be talking to someone's husband all day, fighting with the wife, trying to take the husband from you physically, even you, taking you to juju, fighting you, effing, doing all they can for a effing wig that they cannot afford, doing all they can for a effing dress that they cannot afford, having sex even just to buy a dress and a handbag and a wig. Doing all the stupid wrong thing, a lot of African women will do it because of the trauma that they program them to have it. And when you're talking for that trauma to stop, so other people will grow up not like them. They're going to be like, oh, you talk a lot, you're mad, oh, you're this, you're negative, you're doing. And they're always gossiping and doing stupid stuff with their energy. Stuff that even if you pay me thousands of pounds, I wouldn't do. Okay? So how they think they're going to insult me, this sick, traumatized, effing ass, community that they're going to mess up. Every child is effing mess up. Keep tapping and sharing. Again, like I'm saying, right now in Gambia, this imam, if you want to come, you can come, but you're only going to say the right thing, which is to say no to this effing thing. This thing is called pedophile, and no to it, which is the underage marriage that he's promoting. To FGM, the girl is called abuse, and no to that. If you cannot say that, you don't even bother coming here. Okay. So guys, I'm gonna go and get the charger, and I'm fasting. I'm having headache now even, and I don't normally have headache, but I can't drink water and I'm screaming. So I'm gonna try to calm down. Now listen to this. This man, okay? Look at my face, okay? I was crying when I was in the other video just now because the amount of Gambian men and Gambian, even some women, that were bullying, commenting, laughing, bullying me, calling me name, for screaming my lungs for children to be safe. They're laughing, bullying. I miss ladies, you don't know Amy, she's being to be safe. They're laughing, bullying. I miss ladies, you don't know Amy, she's being. Anyone that is promoting this is a pedophile. That's what they call pedophile, who hate women and love a virgin child. Nothing else. That's what they call. You can call them imam, you can call them God, I don't care. You said I'm rude, I'm not rude. I'm just in rage because your evil behavior that you're practicing right now in this generation and people clapping for you. Something that your mom been through, your father, yourself, a lot of people in your community. Something that you should be fighting against. People that are supporting you should be against you, and they're clapping for you. And I've been doing this fight alone for years, 7 years, and you're bullying me since Facebook, 7 years. If that's what you by now, you're dead or you're on drugs. If that was you. So I don't care you call me painful. I mean, trauma or whatever. At least I'm using my trauma for this to stop. Unlike you that is using your trauma to continue sleeping with children, to continue making so every little girl clitoris is gone. She have no clitoris. You're going to make so every child is born, you're going to get rid of her clitoris and call it God, traditional. And you hate God and tradition. Again, I'm going to remind you guys, the sunnahs. He said it's sunnah to get rid of the girl kid. One of the sunnah is to be nice and kind, be smiling, happy person. One of the sunnah is love your neighbor. The other sunnah is marry a widow or a divorcee, and you hate widows and divorces, by the way. Or a lot of you, when you marry divorcee or widow, you don't respect them. Keep tapping and sharing the video, especially if you know that this is called pedophilia and you don't wish this to continue for innocent little girls, because us the adults that have the internet, we're too wicked and useless. We cannot use it to protect them. Every human beings that are normal are using the internet to fight for freedom and making changes in the world. Okay? Apart from us Africans and that tiny Gambia. No child will never have peace there, because us the adults will use the internet to insult each other, especially insulting each other's mother. We just so that we don't respect women, we hate women. That's what the internet is for. And to talk inappropriate talk and do inappropriate stuff. You can never use it to talk about reality that will save us, give us successful nation, give us a nation of children, childhood trauma-free, education, self-love, self-development type of a mindset, so the children can focus and be developed like a normal human. We can never, ever, 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 ever fight for that. Us Africans, especially Gambians. And we run like a coward. We run from the misery that we are creating, dying in the sea trying to come abroad, coming abroad with our trauma and pain where we not even wanted. So why you keep creating it when you don't want it? You're a coward and you're very wicked and insane. Keep tapping and sharing. So guys, I'm going to go and bring my charger, but I'm thinking I should end the video because although 15 of you sharing and some of you tapping, but that's not enough. and these people are very good at reporting my page. It's just because what I'm saying is the truth, and I'm talking in English. TikTok can hear it. If not, by now the video is blocked. But if they're coming and they're reporting the video, and you watching the video, you don't support, TikTok cannot make the video go. They hate the video go having view, and you're telling the truth like this. They hate it. Their heart is beating. They'll be like, talk in my language. Oh my God, you want the whole world to think that we are bad. Is what I'm saying the lie? No, it's happening. So why are you looking for something to cover? Why are you saying you want this, you want that, you're getting paid for this? Oh, you want the white people to listen to you. Oh, the white people, you want them to sponsor you. Oh, you want this. Oh, you want this. Why are you talking about all of this instead of just saying what I'm saying is the truth, and this should stop? Because you know what I'm saying is the truth. You know, you saw your imam speaking in Mandinka in every video, every interview, going on the street of Gambia right now. Just a few days ago, I have the video posted here. People can see it. With the group of people that he's teaching Quran, some are like under 20, some are 20 and above, men and women. Some are not even he's teaching them Quran. They're just his agents like him, you know. Who wouldn't like that? What pedophile wouldn't want to marry their victim? What nation that hate women wouldn't want that little girl to be taken away? What nation hate women that wouldn't want that? So they're on the street of Gambia right now, marching under the sun, very, very, very hot. They're marching under the sun for little girl to be taken away and for little girl to get married. But they cannot march under the sun for men that are cheating and lying and neglecting their wife and children to stop doing that, which is rampant in Gambia. That is like plenty in Gambia. A lot of these women are in the market everywhere trying to sell some onion, some something, some salt, so they can have effing meal, effing pair of shoes for their children, effing, you know, anything that they need that the man should be doing. Is Allah who told them to do that. The same Allah they're using to marry the young girls, the same Allah they're using to FGM the girls, told these men to house, clothes, and feed their wife, okay? Even if the wife is working, that's none of your business. You should do that yourself as a Muslim man. It's not easy to be a Muslim man, you know. Just a lot of them are fake, hypocrite assholes, especially the African ones, especially Gambia. A lot of them are. The effing asshole, wicked, evil individuals calling themselves Muslim. It's not easy to be a good Muslim man. You're meant to house, clothes, and feed your wife and children. How expensive is that, guys? How expensive is that? Even in this UK, not to mention Africa. Not to mention Gambia. Keep tapping and sharing. Now, they neglect that. They're like, oh, that's hard. The woman should go to the market and be selling fresh or onions, or just sitting down, eating rice and sardine, just eating bahal nyankatang and effing na durang every day. I don't care. But I have money for girlfriend. Oh, hello, give me your number. I like you. You know, since I see you, I've not slept. You're so beautiful. I like you. They every time put their money on the girls, girls as an, young women that are like 20 or under. They always buying them credit for their food all the time instead of giving the money to their wife to cook nice food for the children. They always buying them internet on their phone, buying them new phone, buying them wigs, buying them skin bleaching, buying them pair of shoes, dress, handbags to go to any program or any event they want, sponsoring these young girls, sponsoring this other women when they have women and children that Allah told them to sponsor all the time. Okay? As a Muslim man, when you go to work, you're supposed to hand over your money to your wife. All the money. Just hand over all the money to her. She can take whatever she needs and spend. And when it's finished, you hand over again. You shouldn't even have a bank. As a Muslim man, you shouldn't put your money in a bank. You shouldn't have a money that the wife don't know how much you have. Did they talk about that? No. Did they campaign for that? No. The women are like their own husbands, suffering. If you go to these people's houses, see these people's children, see these people's situation, and the man have 2, 3 wives, or just have 4, 5 girlfriends. The wives, sometimes they know these girlfriends even. They're like in the neighborhood. You know, this is my husband's girlfriend. You saw him with the girlfriend standing on the street talking, or he's going to the girlfriend house. You saw it. You cannot talk. When you talk, he divorced you. He tell you, I'm a man. I'm allowed 4 wives. How dare you? How can I marry someone without talking to them? I'm not having sex with them. I'm just getting to know them. Am I not allowed 4 wives? Shut up. This is how they tell them this physically, guys. And the woman will see this girl dressing nice, looking after the girl, giving her money. Everyone knows he's sponsoring the girl. The girl even talking about it to bully this other woman with the children they saw. Bullying her. The girls, they're so wicked. The women, African women are so wicked to themselves and they follow women. That's why when they bully me, because I talk about skin bleaching and the effing self-hate, they say that I'm a bully. It doesn't bully me. It doesn't work. They hate them, say. What they do, even if you pay me 1 million, I'll do. They love it when they're dealing with someone's husband and bullying the first wife. They even call the first wife saying, your husband say your vagina is not nice and it smells bad. I have a better vagina. And they're telling the woman that even when they're walking on the street, see the woman, they're like, some people husband don't love them. And they're so angry and jealous. Some old bitches that their husband want me. They're so angry and hate me. Kek. They're saying this to the first wife and children in front of people even. This is how sickening this community is. Keep tapping and sharing. Especially Gambia, when you go to places like Tanje, Birkama, all these other Bolong Kono, all these other places, and even the villages like my villages and the rest of the villages, all these villages that they're marrying 4 or 5 wives, marrying young people, FGM in them. Those villages are worse. Look at how the women hate themselves, contributing to the other woman's suffering. Keep tapping and sharing. Allah allow for wife, you see? Yes, but Allah told them to not have sex without marriage. Allah told them to house, clothes, and feed the wife. Allah told them to not lie, not cheat. When they cheat, they're meant to be stoned to death. Allah told them to not earn halal money. Allah told them to do so many stuff that they're ignoring Allah's entire generation. They don't care about Allah's entire generation. Let me go and get the charger, guys. Keep tapping and sharing. I'll bring the charger. So they're just using Allah to do their wicked behavior. It doesn't bother me when people are trying to tell me that Allah said this to bully me, that I'm a Muslim and my religion is like that. You cannot make me leave the deen. It's nothing to do with that. They're just an asshole and love children, and that is in every single generation. Every single society have a pedophile people who hate women and children. They're in every society. It's just us, we normalize it. That's the difference. Us, we have to get up and say no, because our women are so weak, can never say no to stuff that doesn't serve them, but can scream and beat their children all day. Keep tapping and sharing. So guys, right now, as I'm talking to you in Gambia right now, this man is one of our imam called Imam Fati. Okay, I hope you're seeing him. Yes. So this man, he's right now going on the street of Gambia campaigning. Thank you. Keep tapping and sharing. For young people to get married as young as 13. He said that's the appropriate age as a Muslim to get married, 13 years old. And the girls, if they don't get married, they're going to be pregnant. And that the girls are having sex already. So they should get married quickly before they get pregnant. Instead of him telling the men that is having sex with the girls to leave them alone. Especially the married men. Lot of the married men are disvirgining these children, sleeping with them, sexing with the adults, sexing with everyone they come across, and they're married. And he's not focusing on that. He knows that. Thank you so much. Him that is a man, and he's an imam. He can talk to the other men. Let me see if this is charging. Yes. And tell them, Allah says this when when you sleep with someone you're not married to. And it's a lot of girls that is getting pregnant now. And this is wrong. Leave them alone. We can do better, guys. Let's learn to stay with our wives, appreciate them, and do our sex with them only. Don't sex anyone that you're not married to. Don't get married and neglecting your wife and children, leaving them suffer, and you jumping marrying somebody else. You're meant to house, clothes, and feed your wife and children, like Allah said. He should be screaming his lung for that all the time. For all of these years, which I do. I talk about that for a long time. I'm more Muslim than people like him. I talk about people to not cheat, not lie, love their wife and children, give them the money they have, like Allah said, stop cheating and troubling the wife. I talk to protect the marriages more than this type of man. That's what he should be every day campaigning for, that and troubling the wife. I talk to protect the marriages more than this type of man. That's what he should be every day campaigning for, that. He have more people than God. People like him, they always showing themselves. A lot of them will not come here because they know me. But they might come here. Just keep tapping and sharing. They might come. Hello. Okay, this person is mute. I'm not the one that mute them. Hello. Can you see yourself and talk? Okay, I don't know why they mute. Okay, that is one of his agents. 90% chance. That's one of his agents. So they hear what I'm saying. That's why they don't want to talk. I think so, yeah. They might not, but more chance they are than they're not. A lot of his agents, they come to my video, even though they hate my gut. A lot of them don't come though, because they know me. But a lot of them will still have the gut to come to my video to protect this behavior. Keep tapping and sharing the video, guys, okay? Keep tapping and sharing the video. Let me get this. Keep tapping and sharing the video, guys, okay? Because they hate this type of talk. They hate this type of behavior being exposed, but they can never say no to it. But no one is allowed to expose the truth and protect the children. Thank you. Keep tapping and sharing. So, guys, this video is for this man that is an imam in Gambia called Imam Fati, this man here. This Imam Fati, he managed to go back to Gambia's parliament by working with this man who worked in the parliament. I'll bring the man, this man. Okay? Just keep tapping. I'll explain everything to you. This man here, okay? Thank you. Keep tapping and sharing. Thank you so much. Okay. So this man is the one that worked in the Gambia parliament. This man. This Jiba guy, okay? This wicked soul with his beard looking like a hopeless goat. This man, he worked in the parliament. Okay? This good-looking beard man. He worked in the parliament. And him and that imam that I just explained to you, the imam working with him for him to manage to bring the bar that is banned for underage marriage and FGM to stop in Gambia. Listen to this. They managed to bring that back for a topic for people to vote yes or no in that Gambia. When they have so many stuff to bring in the parliament, so many topics to talk about. Gambia right now, the killing and unaliving people is rampant. Drug, alcohol rampant. Bad food that causing cancer and stuff rampant. They should campaign for the government to effing stop those bad food that is coming in the country. Keep tapping and sharing, guys. Proper school education is difficult. Keep tapping and sharing. I know, right? The beard, the goat don't even have a beard like this even. Keep tapping and sharing. The Gambia right now, school education is problem. Gambia is rampant with drug, alcohol, bad stuff happening. People unaliving people left, right, and center. No good job is not enough. The youths are not motivated. They're on drugs and alcohol. People having sex left, right, and center, married or not. The country is just like upside down. They have nothing to campaign about, apart from to campaign about to bring more trauma so people can live more miserable life. Their trauma they're going to bring is to get married to their victim as a pedophile and call it a wife, which is a 13-year-old. And the other trauma they want to bring is for people to FGM the little girl and get rid of her clitoris and call it culture. And the Gambians are watching. Okay? The Gambians are watching. Keep tapping and sharing. And they said, me that I'm talking like this, me, I'm rude. And that me, I'm traumatized because I was married young. Guys, did this look like... Okay. Aren't we all supposed to be talking about this? Married young or not, polite or not, whatever the hell or not. Hello? Why are these people mute? Hello?
Yeah, good afternoon.
Afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Afternoon.
Yeah, this Dauda. Yeah, this is Dauda from Nigeria.
Yes, hello. Keep tapping and sharing, guys.
Yeah, we were on the other platform. We were on the other platform this morning when you came online, and then you brought your case this morning, which is very interesting. And then majority of us, can you hear me?
Yes, I'm hearing you.
Can you hear me?
I'm hearing you.
Yeah. So majority of us, even the host of that platform immediately reacted to your complaint. You understand, because you raised two very key points. And then first, I want you to understand that what you said today is something that any reasonable person will not want to, any reasonable person who listens to you will be sensitive to your case. You understand? Because imagine a 13-year-old girl getting married, you understand, in Gambia. So it's something that is very sensitive. And what makes it more sensitive and more, worrisome is when you said a Muslim is propagating this idea. You understand? And then so that's what makes it more worrisome. But however, you see, it's not what you say that matters, it's how. Fine, we feel your pain. We know what Gambians or those little girls are going through. We know it's a very terrible experience.
Can I just say something? And I can't hear you. Your internet is breaking.
We would really love you to have a very good. So, can you hear me now?
Can I say something, please?
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, please go ahead.
It's fine. Just finish what you're saying. Finish, because your internet. I don't
Okay,
know.
so what we expect from you? What? So, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Can you hear me? Yeah. So what we are saying is this: it's very worrisome for a Muslim to be the one championing what is not accepted in a society. So it's very worrisome. So, but at the same time, we really need you to have a very good method of propagating this message. You understand? And the best way to do this is for you to have statistics. So when, like I asked you on the platform this morning, do you have any statistics to show that this is currently happening, or it has been happening in Gambia? Because majority of the Gambians are saying that no, it has stopped.
They're
But you
lying.
understand. But do you have any verifiable? No, I know. I'm not saying, see, I'm not saying what they are saying is true, and I'm not saying what you are saying is a lie. But at the same time, there are verifiable data you can have. I'm only giving you this so that this, your dream of stopping child marriage or FGM in Gambia, can stop. So the best thing to do is you need to have a verifiable data showing,
Okay,
for example, if I ask you now, yeah, please, let me just make this point, please. If I ask, from January till March, do you have a verifiable data to show that these are the number of persons or children that have gone into child marriage? So these are
brother,
some of those little
brother,
information you can
brother,
have. Okay.
brother, brother. This is not just a Gambia issue.
Go,
This is a cross Africa issue.
go
And
ahead.
even some third world Asian countries does this. Brother, I told you, I've been through this. The Gambian communities know. My mother did. My 3 sisters did. I'm not going to talk about other people that are victims of underage arranged marriage that my organization is sponsoring. I'm not going to talk about that. I'm talking about me, myself, I've been through this. My mom did. My 3 sisters did. Now, this imam right now in Gambia, as you can see this writing, can you read this? He's on the street of Gambia campaigning that until there will be no peace, until FGM and girls get married as young as 13, is happening in Gambia. So the ban
I
for girls
understand.
getting married as young as 13 and the ban for FGM should remove, because the two ban, the two things are banned altogether. Is banned. It's in one ban. So what you talking about? Bring some evidence. Yeah. What is this? I hear what you were saying. You are saying some people, when they're in Europe, they're lying. You have to ask them questions so you can know that they're lying. Brother, you are a man. You're not a 12-year-old girl under, 13-year-old girl or under, and having men this age or your age crawling on you, calling you my wife every night like this. You give him bad, young, suffering, and most likely 5 years, 10 years later, you cry because they're looking for another young girl to do like this. They don't have your time anymore. You're not like that. That's why you're talking. Okay? You can see this man. This is a
See,
current affair
see,
in Gambia. Go and recite if you don't
see,
believe me. The
see.
whole Gambian talking about
Sister,
this.
you don't,
This man
sister,
is campaigning for this to continue happening for years. This happened to me, myself, my mother, my 3 sisters.
I
The
don't
whole Gambia
see
knew
you
me.
don't understand.
My
You don't
mom
understand me,
confirmed it
sister.
in
You
a
don't
video.
understand
The
me.
video is on my YouTube years ago. My mom confirmed it. People know me. My mom watch me. My family watch me. Everyone know me. I am an advocate for this for years. And you're here, yeah, what are you talking about? Where is your evidence? So I'm lying about this. So this imam saying that 13 years girls to get married is a lie. I'm asking you.
You don't understand. See, that is why I
So
told you
why are
one
you
thing.
focusing
See,
if it's still if there's
wait,
somebody got married yesterday,
wait.
13 or not? When you see
See,
that this imam
see.
right now say that this has happened
You,
by
you,
force.
you, 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 you don't understand my point, and I want you to
No, there's
understand
no
one thing
point. You
about
have
what I'm
no
saying here.
point. You have no point. You already saw the imam
Okay.
is going on the street campaigning for people to get married at 13. And you're here telling me,
And that,
do you know if people are
wait,
still doing
an
it?
imam, an imam telling people, if you listen to what I said, what is more bad is for an imam to be campaigning for, is a very bad thing. That's what I told you. You didn't
But no,
listen to
you don't
me.
focus on that
See,
though. You're focusing on is this
marrying,
still happening?
marrying a 13 years old girl is a very bad thing.
He said
Is a
that's
very
the
bad
appropriate
thing.
age to get married as a Muslim.
Now, for an imam to be propagating that is very, very bad. That's what I said. Now, what I'm saying is this. See, I love what you're doing, and I told you earlier on that, see, you're campaigning for what is a bad activities going on in Gambia. But what I'm saying is this. There are other people from outside Gambia, like for me, I'm from Nigeria. I do not know what is happening in Gambia.
This is still
But
happening
when
in
you
Nigeria.
raise
This is happening in Nigeria too, not just
exactly,
Gambia.
it's happening. See, it's
So
happening.
don't
It's
make it a
happening
Gambia thing. This is
everywhere.
a cross Africa thing, cross third world
But
country
but
Muslim thing.
wait. Let me make my point. The reason I'm here is to make things better, not to make things worse. So I want you
No,
to see
but
it from
because
that
you're
angle.
focusing on, you are like, oh, is this still happening? When you see the imam right now
It,
campaigning on the street of Gambia, go in my
oh
TikTok.
my
You
goodness.
see the
See,
video.
see, see, see,
Wait, please,
see,
just wait.
see.
I'll let you talk. Just wait. When you go on my TikTok right now, you see a video. The imam and the people just few days ago on the street of Gambia in the middle of the sun. Lot of people behind him because he's a Quran teacher. He managed to have a lot of people that are his students. The imam and the people just few days ago on the street of Gambia in the middle of the sun. Lot of people behind him because he's a Quran teacher. He managed to have a lot of people that are his students. Is that still
But do you
happening?
accept what
Is
he's
that
doing
still
to wait?
happening?
Do you accept what he's doing as a good thing?
What?
Do you accept what the imam is doing do you accept what the imam is doing as a good thing? Do you accept it?
Why are you asking me that question when you can hear me the whole time complaining about this?
Exactly. And I'm saying it's a bad thing, and you're
So why are
condemning
you
me
telling me
too.
is this
I say
still
what the imam
happening?
is doing is a
That's
bad
what I
thing.
don't understand. Why are you telling me is this still happening? As if nobody's talking about it, nobody's promoting it, and that is died and that is finished. When you see fresh video from the imam promoting this, fresh video marching on the street.
That's what I'm telling you, that is a very bad thing in Gambia. For
So
it to
why are
happen
you
in
telling me,
Gambia
do
is a
you
very
know if
bad
it's still
thing.
happening? Why are you asking me if it's still happening?
I,
That's
I
what I want
didn't
to know.
ask you. I didn't ask you. See, listen, just listen to my
You've
point.
been
If you can
asking me
listen
that
to
since
my
the other
point, you
video.
will
I
understand.
recognize you. You're
But
telling me, is this still happening?
See, the issue here is this. You don't want somebody to help. You don't
No,
want
it's not
somebody
I
to
don't
help,
want
and you don't
somebody to
want,
help. I know people who are
if you really
genuinely
want people
helping
to
and
help,
people who are bullying me.
do you need international help? And that is where we are trying to come in. We need international help to stop this. It is a very bad thing happening in Gambia, and you need international help to assist Gambians to come out of this problem. And that is why I'm asking you, see, for you to continue pushing this, and even our own end too, we'll have one or two things to do to help, to stop. See, I have relationship with the Minister of Women Affairs here in Nigeria. You understand? So when I'm telling you, I know what I'm saying. So do you, and I keep asking you this, see, the best thing to do is this. When you have, with this kind of point that you have, is a very wise, is a very, very beautiful point. But at the same time, we need statistics to be able to prove that this is ongoing in Gambia. You understand? Because majority of people who are coming out of Gambia are saying it's not happening. But I
It
need
is
you to
happening.
have data. We can also see there is the embassy of Gambia here in Abuja. We can, from the Ministry of Women Affairs, we can easily walk to the Gambia embassy and put this complaint. But if we don't have data at hand, we cannot push this case. And that is one thing I want you to know. Fine, it is happening. We know it is happening everywhere across Africa, in Europe and every other places. But at the same time, you need data. See, it's happening here in Nigeria. It's happening here in Nigeria, but there are data to prove. And there are people who are involved. Majority of them have been arrested by the Ministry of Women Affairs here in Nigeria. You understand? We had a campaign last 2 months against this. You understand? In fact, there's what we call breast ironing in here, in Abuja, the capital of Nigeria. Breast ironing. Have you heard of that? It's happening here in the capital of Abuja, Nigeria. And the Ministry of Women Affairs took a bold step to stop this with statistics that we had on ground. So that is why I'm asking you, do you have statistics? Do you have enough evidence that through the Ministry of Women Affairs here in Nigeria, we can easily walk to the embassy of Gambia and submit petitions? So that is what we are saying.
It is
Nobody is
happening,
supporting what is happening.
brother. It's
You
happening.
understand? So that is what we are telling you, that the modalities you can use to overcome this is for you to have evidences,
Brother,
statistics. Okay, if I ask you, can I ask you
brother,
this now? Can I ask you this
brother.
now? Can I ask you this? Do you have a statistics of of people that got the early marriage of last year? Do you have statistics? So
Brother,
that we can use this as an evidence to submit petition against the
brother,
Gambia. Do you have statistics?
brother, I do, but this
Yes.
it's
I'm not saying it's
more
not.
than that. Brother, you can ask that if this imam didn't exist with his campaign for that bar to be removed.
I'm not saying
Let me
the
get
imam doesn't
some other people,
exist.
because you just it's like you're promoting this, but you're being psychotic now. Because you cannot see this man campaigning on the street right now as an imam, saying that he want underage marriage and FGM to come back to Gambia normal without being banned. They managed to bring this back to the parliament. They have to vote this week coming, yes or no, they're going to vote. And the parliament have a lot of men, so most likely they will even vote yes. And you are still telling me, is that still happening? You was going to say that if there was no this man, there was no this campaign this man is doing, then you can ask me that. This man alone proved to you that this need to stop. And you are still here telling me, do you know someone that this happened to? Of course, I know people that this happened to. This is still happening. That's why he said that the bar have to be removed so people can be able to FGM girls and marry them without going to prison. This is how he's saying it. And you are here telling me, nangam, looking at this man physically and looking at him promoting this physically. You're telling me, nangam, looking at this man physically and looking at him promoting this physically.
Are you not seeing what is written? What you have on the screen? This is written. You can see
Wait, mute yourself, please. Wait.
You can. I just want to say a few things. I will go. I mean, I've been at the other live where they was denying the truth. I was there always writing, please pick me. I want to witness. Listen, my brother Dawda. I am a Gambian. I am a Fula. I have been FGM. I have been circumcised at the age of 9 years. While I cannot say yes or not. I accept that because that's my destiny and it is from the culture. But I will never circumcise my daughter, not my friends, and none of my families will be gone through this. Because we know it's not right. And it's not written in the Quran that you must do this to get married.
Can I just, guys, can I just say something quick?
Just let me finish my sentence, please. Let me finish. I don't have so much time. I can be here till tomorrow because I was at the other live with Abby. While she was talking and they were sitting there, mixing everything. Don't put Islam into this. This is just a covery for me. You people, anything bad you want to do, you will put Islam in the front and make the one who is saying the truth look like a devil while she is not. See, don't say anything about Islam. If you check the Bible and the Quran, you know that Islam is one of the most peaceful religion. If it practiced the way it should be, but we do not practice it the way it should be. Men mostly they always use Islam when it's on their favor, when it favors them. God said, marry 4 wives if you can afford it, if you can treat them all the same. Most of the people who are here marrying 4 wives, they even cannot put them in an apartment. But the African women are here fighting just because of the sake of let's get married. Let's get married. This is what we are going to wear.
I really want to.
In Africa, do you know how many people, how many kids have been abused from they were little, from their uncles, from the stepfather, from the neighbor? Even if you come to your mother will tell you, shut up. I don't want people to hear it. Do you know how many times they bring these things here on the TikTok, talk about it? Just recently, I saw a history like that. The woman grew up. She is so traumatized because of this is haunting her. Do you know why some people became gays? They became gays because they've been touched from their uncle, from their stepfather, from their fucking family. Sorry for these words. And they cannot tell anyone, because if they come to your mother, or if I come to my mother, she will tell me to shut up. We are taught to be shut up, and that's not right. Al-Quran come up. Quran come up because of they was fighting. The prophets were fighting. Okay? And that's why. But it's not just, it's about Gambia. This is all across Africa. If they would vote, I would vote for Gambia because I'm a Gambian and I'm proud to be. But if we do something wrong, I will stand for the right thing. I will not just say she's spoiling our country. No, she's talking about the fact. And the most people I'm angry about is the women's, because they will be silent. Their husbands are cheating. Their husbands are fucking around. Sorry for these words. Bringing them diseases. They never talk. Only thing they do is the truth. They go and run for juju to look one marabu after the other. What is the marabu? Fake. Why is this guy campaigning for this? His own daughter scam a man, run with the money to Europe. Why he don't campaign and talk for that? You know? When they rape these kids in Tuba also from that imam. An imam don't have to be bad. For me, these people, they are not Muslims.
Who was 18 children for 5 years, 36 children.
No, I mean, these people, they are not Muslims to me. They are not.
For that.
If you are Muslim, you will never support this, because Allah doesn't write like this in the Quran. We are taught to be covered. We are taught to sleep only with our husbands. We are taught to sleep only with the wives. But this is not what we are doing. And now it's abusive. It's getting abusive. And if an Islam man come here and start and ask for proofs, yes, it seems to be that you are covering yourself under there and want to support it. Islam man come here and start and ask for proofs, yes, it seems to be that you are covering yourself under there and want to support it. That's all I wanted to say. If you talk about this, you're gonna get aggressive. And I'm sorry that I've been so loud also.
Sister, I understand. See, you don't understand why I'm here. The reason why I'm here is to see how we can stop this evil. And I've said it several times. See, is to see how we can stop this evil that is happening in Gambia as we speak. Because in Nigeria, similar things are happening here, and there are methodology we are using to stop this evil in our society.
It's not
for example, I told
exact thing is happening there. Nigeria, they
exactly.
do FGM,
No, wait, let me make my point. See, I told you about breast
and underage marriage,
wait,
especially the
have you heard
community.
Have you heard of breast ironing? Have you heard of breast ironing? So what they do here in Abuja, in some rural area in Abuja, in the Federal Capital Territory of Nigeria, is the young ladies, as they are growing up, they use stone to massage their breasts. So instead of standing, it falls. So this practice has been going on in Abuja, the Federal Capital of Nigeria, over a long period of time. So we use a method to stop this. What do we do? After several campaigns, before this current administration, several campaigns has been going on, but these activities did not stop.
That's fine, brother.
Hello.
My
brother Dauda, we understand where you're coming from, but this is not about
Don't
breast
mind this,
ironing
brother.
here. We're talking about, I know it's all about females doing the practice of breast ironing, but there are more serious notes that we're talking about, issues. FGM.
That is even serious too, but why
FGM, yeah, it's serious. I'm just saying, they did it themselves. Like, they are grown-ups, right? Like you yourself, I mean,
they might be doing it to children. I think they're doing it
exactly, but it's different. What I'm saying is FGM is something that has been done to women without their consent. For example, I did it. I did not even did it. They did it to me the day I was born as a baby. And it's a fact. The day I was a baby, I can't remember if it was painful or not, but was I a consent to? No. So these are the problems. There are evidences out there every day. We're seeing it. Child marriages. These are the problems. Child marriages, they're always there. The villages, you see 13-year-old, 14, 15, getting married. They even force them to. Taking them from school, forcing them on old men. But it's very sad that I'm seeing men supporting this. You know, it shows how hard it is to come from Africa as a woman, because most of these men promote this. I'm generalizing this. Any guy that is promoting this, you are either a pedophile or someone that loves doing this to innocent ladies or girls. I mean, it's very wrong. You know, you wouldn't want your daughter. You wouldn't want this to happen to your daughter. Let me even take FGM aside. But child marriage, would you watch your child, 13-year-old, to be given to an old man? No, hell no. Let's be honest here. It's happening every day in villages. But the thing is, there are lots of data out there, but to back it up is a little bit difficult because it's a taboo to come out and talk about it. You're scared of coming out and talking about it. Because when you come out, people tend to see you as someone disrespectful. I'm fighting your own people, your culture.
I'll talk about it.
You know, and Islam, all these things, it's very difficult. We're not saying, like for me, definitely, like people are saying, some are saying FGM affects them, FGM doesn't affect them. For me, to be honest, the time I did it, I was a baby. That's the first day I came to this world. I didn't know how painful it was. I didn't know, but it can have a negative impact on me, which I can't really right now. To be honest, I'm just being honest here, to back it up. But hey, I see some people, I see so many ladies that are complaining about this thing, and some of them are even my friends, close friends. There are some things I wouldn't even say right now about me or someone else. You know, you can say everything on the internet. But come on, guys, this is not about fighting Islam. We can never fight Islam. We are Muslims. We are good Christians. On the internet. But come on, guys, this is not about fighting Islam. We can never fight Islam. We are Muslims. We are good Christians. Even if it's harming just one person, it should be stopped. You know, we are not against, wallahi, as anybody who is against in Islam, you will not even live to witness it. But let's stop this. I mean, culture, mixing culture with the deen is very wrong, and it's very hypocritical. We're in the month of Ramadan. Let's stop this thing. Any guy who thinks this is right, you need to shut up and do it to your kids. It's okay. But just keep it quiet. Come on, you guys are hurting women. Every day you see one man married to 4 women. It's okay. What about if it's the other way around, that women are allowed to marry 4 men? Put yourself, we're not even talking about, we're talking about how women are being, brutalized here. Our men, whatever favors them, that's what they take. Fine, it's your own life, but this is our own life. It's our body. We don't want to be circumcised. Period. Respect that. If you want, do whatever you want to do. But a guy said, I don't want to do it. See, it's a bad Muslim. See, it's rebellious. Come on. You know, the day of judgment, wallahi azim, you will see some people going to hell. You will not even believe it. So many people will go to hell because they think they are superior than others. Nobody is superior than the other. We're all the same. Let's respect each other and stop hiding behind Islam. It's very wrong. God doesn't even want this. People are saying that the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, his daughters didn't practice this. And we're saying this is Islam. Fine. It was a culture practice in Mecca. But now they're not even practicing it anymore. Why can't we just stop all these things? Africa is so backward because of religion every time. We all pray. We are all Muslims. Yeah, we are all Muslim, but because of the way Africans think that they are more, pious than every other country or people, that's why we are backward. We don't even have food to eat. We're not talking about food to eat. We're not talking about development, child education, stopping, eradicating poverty. No. All we think about is forcing our girls, forcing women, do this, do that. Men. Even boys, don't you know that there are boys that are 15-year-old that are given wives? It's unfair to those boys as well. I'm seeing so many videos in villages in Africa, in so many countries. You see 13-year-old boy with a 13-year-old girl getting married. Maybe some of us can even see them on TikTok here, these videos. You can see the way they frown their faces. They're not happy. You know, All these things are not good. Come on, guys. This is not about fighting an imam or fighting Isa. Wallahi, as the Imam Fati is an elder. He shouldn't be insulted, and nobody is insulting him. But we can disagree to agree. Let's stop, making it as some people are insulting him. No. It's his words against some women, against us. That's it. But it's not insulting. Please, guys.
Don't mind them, sis. They know it's not
Yeah,
insulting.
thank you, guys. You know, it's very hard to talk about these things. But child marriage is happening everywhere, every day.
Yeah,
We're
and the
seeing it.
FGM. And just the
You know,
neglect of women and children.
we're
Child
seeing it.
marriage.
So why I was saying back it up. We're seeing it every day. And so many
Exactly.
men love to sleep with children. That's why they're supporting this. It's very wrong. You know, it's
Exactly.
really, really wrong.
And this
Thank you,
man
guys.
coming up saying that this must be normalized. But hold on, just hold right there, sis, if you have time, and let me take somebody else. Okay, these two people, one of them is gone, but one of them is here that was before you. Yusa, hello. Yusa. This Yusa person, hello. Oh, well, the one on top, you can speak then, because Yusa is not talking.
Hello.
Yeah.
What I just want to say, since the person is not talking, is Ami is not brutalizing our country. Ami is not spoiling the name of Gambian. Ami is just standing up for, let's say, human rights on my eye, and protecting children and trying to protect them, not to go towards the drama. We have gone. For example, she had her underage is married. We don't want to talk about it. She already come outside and speak about her drama by herself, which I myself respect her a lot for that. Because you know what? I would say none of us Africans, none, respect her a lot for that. Because you know what? I would say none of us Africans, none, wrote a book, and I have a big respect towards her that come out and speak about it. That's why people who tell you, always that you talk because of you are traumatized, please don't mind them. They are the trauma, because you are trying not to, for other people not to leave that trauma. And you guys, I'm appealing again to the women out there. Come out and fight against this. Fight against this FGM. Fight against the underage arranged marriage, and fight against, like abusing children. If your kids talk to you, please listen to them. This is happening every day. I even can believe this is happening every day. If I imagine this will happen there into my family, believe me, I will be a killer, because I will go and kill that person. Because in Africa, literally nothing will happen. So you guys should stop just like putting Ami there like a drama person and support this. This imam is talking about FGM while he's not a woman. So what do he know about how a woman feel? For example, in my tribe, I'm a Fuller. They said when they FGM a woman, you should want less sex, and that is not the truth. I will make a live after the Ramadan for that, because I don't want to come here and talk about really sexual things. The only thing I can witness is an FGM woman want more than one who is not FGM. Okay? And most of them are just traumatized, those wicked women, because they never figure out how to satisfy themselves or how to deal with it. Because the men's, like the typical men who are used to that, they even don't care about you. All they care is about themselves. They are selfish. So please, no, this is a woman battle. Come out there, my sisters, and let's fight about this. We're gonna win, because no one have the right to come and FGM you or to underage marriage you. If we make enough videos that goes to YouTube, the world will hear our little voice, and no one will not talk about this anymore. You can believe me, that's why, when I saw you crying on that live, I felt so bad. Honestly, I felt so miserable that I couldn't talk, that I couldn't witness you, because they are standing during Ramadan, lying on top of you, telling, no, it's not the truth. Some of the tribes do it. I'm so sorry about that. This is my last words for the live. I have to go out. I have to. Nama wara toga ndogu. So mangegi na. Jerejef, bula ken joy love. You are on the right way, and no one will pray for you what will harm you. Believe me. Yalla munge setan, yalla nelawut.
Definitely. Thank you
Yeah.
so much. Really, I really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Me, I'm used to this. It's like this with this community for years. Anytime I talk about this is what they always do. They always bully me, call me names, say I'm lying, and they saw the email, the videos of this imam all the time. Just he speak in Mandinka. All that time, even his recent interview with Keri Fatou, he's saying all of these things that he's saying. They know it, they saw it. The Gambians saw it. The Gambians that are watching them, calling me liar, saw it. Some of them will definitely tell them I'm telling the truth, but it's not enough. Because a lot of them will still think that when they talk, they will insult them. They will say it everywhere. What you're saying is the truth, but when we talk, they insult us, so we don't want to be insulted. You don't want to be insulted, but you want to have a traumatized community that is going to be sexually abused, people marrying their victim and calling them my wife. And most likely when they marry those victims, they're going to neglect their wife, neglect the children. The children going to grow up, no school education, no enough love and care they need, so they can grow up to be the children you see right now on the street using drugs, alcohol, and harming you, attacking you because of your phone or anything you have. So you like that type of community to be created, and then you run from it and move abroad here. But then you don't want to be a human being and support the reality. Hello.
Hello, assalamualaikum. Amin na def.
maa ngi si jàmm na nga def.
Waaw man si jàmm alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Maa ngi nuyu ñëpp, maa ngi baalu ñëpp si weeri koor bi tamit.
Amin.
Amin, man dama lay seetaan sa live all the time, most of the time dama lay seetaan sa live. Tey dama la fekk si live boobu leen ma gis ta nuñ laa bully. The way they are bullying you is not nice. Ami, I've been through a lot with FGM. Imagine, they cut me once, they say it's not clean enough. They have to cut me again. Imagine, they cut me once, they say it's not clean enough. They have to cut me again. And they put, still this thing is still hurting me. I have to have 3 operations, I mean. 3 operations. All my 3 kids, they cannot be delivered. I have to have cesarean. Because I'm totally damaged.
I'm so sorry.
I got bacterials infection because of those powder, those medicine they was putting the time I was starting the time I have my FGM. And still now, I cannot able to get, anytime when I got married, because I'm not active. I'm not active. I married young. I end up married. Now I'm tired of even getting married because I cannot able to do what most women can do. When I keep checking other women, their private part to see whether mine and them is the same. It's totally different. I don't have what women have. And now 9 years I'm in the NHS waiting to go for the 4th operation.
Keep tapping and sharing, guys, and donate her, guys. And TikTok, keep tapping and sharing TikTok. Allow her to talk and allow this video to go up for people to hear. We are talking for FGM and underage marriage to stop. So TikTok, support this video is for childhood trauma in general to end, especially in Africa. And this particular video is for this imam in Gambia that is promoting FGM and underage marriage for young people. And we are here to campaign against that. And I am a CEO of an organization that is fighting to stop underage arranged marriage or just any kind of childhood trauma in general. So keep supporting this video, guys, and TikTok, keep supporting this video. Although some of them will support you, and some of them might report this video TikTok because they like this man. They have this pedophilia behavior of marrying 13-year-olds and calling them my wife. And that is called pedophile and it's called child abuse. They like to FGM the girls. They like to give women pain and torture, especially Africa and Gambia. So if they report to you, they're lying. This video is just to support children, to promote childhood trauma-free generation. That's what this video is all about. Okay, keep going, sis. Keep talking. I'm so sorry that you've been through that, sis.
Today seeing you, though I cannot even believe what this man doing. I was just writing because you know, I'm still in pain even talking about this. Still in pain. They need to stop. Age of 15, I was married to somebody, you know, is much older than me. Sometimes when I look at you, you know, I'm like, we have the same story. Men bully women still now.
Yes, especially
Men
African men,
bully women.
Gambian
They
men.
feel like we are still, like we are like a slaves. You know what? I got my I got a letter. It was November, to say that I have to have the NHS NHS gonna support me for my operation.
Thank you, Younger. Wow.
My 4th operation. It's not fair. Before
You see?
I was
So you have
the
3
time
operations,
the
and
time
now they
I
have to
got
do
pregnant,
operation again. So you have 3 operations already, and they have to do another one again.
another one to give me what women have, so I can have it, because they lift my private part so badly, because I was bleeding to death the time I have my 2nd FGM. The lady looked at me and she said, "Oh, yours is not that very clean."
So
We
they
have
cut
to
it, and they
cut
say
it
there's no
off
enough, and they
again.
cut it again.
After 2 weeks, they cut it again. I was 13.
And they don't even give you any they don't even give you
Nothing. I was
anything to help you with
bleeding.
the pain. Did they just do it naturally like that? They didn't help you with the pain.
No, they put this I don't know whether it's a leaf or things like that. They put it in me. That's it, to stop the bleeding. After that, I was still bleeding. After that, what they do, they stitch me. The stitch went really bad because they lift everything of my private part. They lift it up. That's why I'm too small down there.
Hey,
it's disgusting. They need to stop this. Too small down there.
Hey,
it's disgusting. They need to stop this. A site like a bush or somewhere, they say they are teaching you a lesson how to be a woman. Beat you most of the time.
Yes, I explained that too. Even the boys, when they circumcise them, they're beating them every day for so long, like 1 month.
Yeah, and after that, on Saturdays we go out to sing. Now what we do, we know that they say all of people are all of children are this place. Before we reach there, what they would tell us, to sing one song to insult those people because they don't went to circumcision, and that song is Kintam Fatirebe Kobirola Soli Mali Mansila. Sila so italilo makol majabatu na yele mali mansila. So then those children, they will cry for their mom to take them because they feel offended. I'm telling you, it's disgusting what they are doing. If people, I see one man in TikTok saying that, oh, why they are pacing themselves. It's different. It's a different thing.
They're saying that they have piercings, and they have piercings on their private part, and that they're abusing their private part. So why can't they cut them? Do you see this?
Yeah, I see that. I see that man saying that. It's disgusting. It's a different thing. Me, nobody doesn't know me in TikTok. I don't even like coming to TikTok, but seeing you all the time, any video you put, you can see me anytime. I like most of your videos.
Thank you.
And I know what you are doing is the right thing. You are fighting for women. Today I cried the time you are in that life. I cried the way this man are bullying you.
Yeah, that's what they always do to me.
I write to Ibrahim to say it's lying. I write to Muhammad to say you guys are lying.
That's what they always do to me all these years. Wherever I'm talking, they call me mad, depressed, lying. So they can continue marrying their victim and calling it wife, sleeping with the children, essaying them, cutting their private part and calling it culture. Just basically they have this pain and trauma and wicked behavior that is not going to be easy to get rid of. But
and you know those things after they cut you, those things they put in you, those things can affect you. That's why I was having bacterial, and it's still now when I'm on my month, like every woman see, my private parts, they get swollen up. That's why they have to correct it.
Because when they do the FGM, they use some crazy traditional stuff to put there.
And those things block my veins. Everything was damaged. That's why I don't feel most of the things what women feel.
Oh my God.
It's disgusting. My third child is 3 years old. I nearly died the time I was having this one, even this one. They have to cesarean me again.
Hell.
This is disgusting. You don't feel nothing. And end of the day, the man you're going to marry is not even going to understand why you don't even enjoy it most of the time. You are not active. They will not understand. It's better to leave that married. It's better to go.
And the men, a lot of them are not even caring enough. And they're just going to be like, I'm going to cheat or I'm going to marry somebody else.
No, you know what they care? When they put you to that thing they lift, and so then your private part can be still small and everything. That's the only thing they care. Because you are small, and that's the only thing they care. But I'm just saying, my community, they need to stop this.
The smaller the woman, the more the woman have to have the clit, because the clit is gonna bring some liquid that is gonna be easier to help her. You know, but if they take away the clit and it's gonna bring, you know, that thing that is supposed to bring, you know, that is supposed to help for you to be wet when you're doing the thing.
Yeah, everything is been taken. Mine, everything
away, and then sew it, so nothing to help her to be wet even. And then she's, oh my God.
FGM got different type. You get the type 2. You got the I got the type 2. Some people they got type 3. I don't have. You know what? If you know, I mean, if I stand near you, you look at me, you will say, "No, girlfriend, you don't have nothing." They need to stop. They need to stop. This is not fair by women. 2004, you are a grown-up man talking about they should cut women. Women, they smell.
2014, right now, recently.
Yeah. When they wear jeans, the private. What woman you see is big up to that extent? It's not true. Just to touch a woman, it's not fair. They need to stop. I don't usually come to TikTok, but when I see you live, I always try to come to TikTok. And when they see you, they say you are aggressive. It's not aggressive because you don't want not a children to be what you've been through.
Yes, it's very painful to watch them support it. It's very painful to watch them support it. That's the worst part. They're supporting this like a mad, evil idiot.
You know, they need to. You know, I mean, I have to go and pick up my son from school, and I have to leave you. But
thank you so much.
I want to say that thank you very much for what you are doing, because I am not strong enough to do it. But today you give me the courage. All these days I was watching you, and you give me the courage for me to stand and say something.
Keep coming. I follow you now. Keep coming. We're gonna keep doing videos together.
Definitely, I will.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much, Isa. I really appreciate you.
And you too. Take care. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you, guys, for some of you that is tapping and sharing the video. Brother Njai, 1 second, and then I'm going to allow you to talk. Thank you so much. We have some people in the community that is like this Brother Njai who don't allow these things. Just for you guys to know, it's not every Gambian or every African man that is behind this. There is that 2% healthy men all over the world. I believe it takes 2% men to be healthy, kind and loving. When they marry, they don't cheat, they don't trouble you. They just kind, loving women. They despise children. They love women, and they just kind, loving, generous, and like a nice man in general. It's just the 2% all over the world, because it takes a big heart to have that type of personality. Yeah, but this man right here is one of those 2% men, especially in our society, that is really kind, loving, and like to protect women. Wherever he sees this type of video, he's there promoting women. But you have most of our men who are still behind this type of behavior, bullying, condemning it. A lot of them actually will love to marry a 13-year-old like this Imam is saying, and younger, and we love a girl that is being thingy, and soon even, so her thing is nice and tiny, so she doesn't have thingy. This man said physically in his videos, this Imam, that how can you have 4 wives if they're not circumcised? Because if they're not circumcised, they cannot have enough of sex. You cannot satisfy a woman that is not FGM. That's what they believe. They believe that any woman that is not FGM, no one can satisfy her. They swear by that. Keep typing and sharing. Now, I don't know if they're doing that by evilness or they genuinely believe that, which is an insane lie. I am not FGM. I am a coward in bed, especially an African man, unless if you are an African man that is not African man. And which I don't want. I'm not even gonna near you in bed when they are like that. Why can't, when they're complaining for African men, for African women to be thingy, because they're gonna have a long clitoris and it's so ugly and disgusting and just gonna be dirty and disgusting? Why can't the African man that is like this, that is a small African man, why can't they Because they're saying that women are different, just like men are different. Some women have a long clitoris, some have a short one. So then they're just cutting every single child anyway, without even knowing what the size is. But if they're assuming that the child is going to grow up and have a really long, uncomfortable clitoris, so they're going to cut it now because they're wicked, they're using that as an excuse. Let's assume that everyone is going to have 10-meter long clitoris. So why can't the men that have a tiny 2-inch manhood and they're an African man, and that word doesn't go with an African man and a tiny manhood, it doesn't match those two. So why can't then every African man that have a tiny manhood, they should also finish all, you know, not just the skin, because it's waste of energy. So why are they taking every single little girl thingy, assuming that she's gonna have a very long and ugly, uncomfortable vagina when this thing is not cut? Keep tapping and sharing. Yeah, keep tapping and sharing the video. Yes, I have the energy and I'm going to put it here where we need it, yeah? Because I eat baobab, I eat moringa. Even when I break my fast, I drink moringa powder. And I'm staying away from men like this. And I don't have sex for years because I'm not married. And I'm waiting to get married again before that. So I have all of that energy. And yes, I'm always going to put it where it needs to go. I'm not going to put it on WhatsApp, talking to people I shouldn't talk to. Effing putting it the wrong place, shouting at my children when my energy need me to save the children from this effing harmful, you know, thing that is going on. So keep tapping and sharing. Okay, yes. Hello, Sister Njai. Sister, wait for Njai to talk. Okay, keep tapping.
Yeah,
Yes.
I would say good that you are still on this issue of FGC. I normally call it. I don't want to use the M
Yes,
part of it
FGM,
most of
because
the
it's going
time.
to court next week for them to vote yes or no. And the parliament is full of
Yeah,
men
and I
like
hope they
this.
would vote
So they
yes
might vote yes.
because I hope they would vote yes because I could fully remember back then in the
They
Gambia in
will vote yes
2015
for this to
when,
continue. But I hope they
yeah,
will vote no.
that's what I mean. They would vote for the enact of the rule of law governing and protecting both women and children.
Yes.
Because in 2015, when we first did it, they voted no, this is culture, this is that. But what I just want to say here, for I know maybe some of them are even listening because a lot of people normally follow. There are serious complications when it comes to FGC, and people need to know. The complications are in two forms. You have the short-term complication and you have the long-term complication. And the long-term complication, in fact, is the most important one that we need to talk about, because the short-term, you are talking about the cutting part of it, the bleeding part of it, the pain, you know, sometimes the trauma that you put onto the child, the way it is being done, it is not hygienic, the use of one blade on many, transmission of diseases. So these are all complications that you can get in the short term when it comes to FGC. I don't like to use the word M because they talk about mutilation. I don't like talking about mutilation. I talk about cutting because this is part of cutting. They cut certain parts, both type 1, type 2, and type 3. And I had Zaza, that lady who was talking about the type 2, which is very common now in the Gambia as well. And it is causing more harm than good on a lot of our women, because when you do type 2, at the end part of a woman's, you know, private part, there are two glands that are responsible to help a woman during, let's use the first part of it, having intimidation with your man. They are rarely used because when you cut them off, it means you are not allowing this woman to lubricate herself, to prepare herself for an intimidate act with a partner. And during that process, the first thing to happen is this person is going to face hell when it comes to making love with the partner. So it entails a lot of pain because it's just going to be very hard. There will be nothing like good, I mean, it's like friction because no lubrication is taking place. When it comes to childbirth, when you do type 2, you leave a scar, and that scar does not allow the private part to stretch up. And because that stretching is not taking place, most of the women today in the Gambia, there are little or few of them who have this problem of what we call fistula. Fistula that is either up or down. It's either you have fistula that is connected to the urethra or you have fistula that is connected to the anus, because when the vulva overstretches and nothing is happening, it tends to create a hole whereby you have these leakages. You will see some women, they will cough, they pass urine. They laugh, they pass urine. If they are tense, they cannot control it. When it comes to the down part as well, it's the same thing. You see some women, they cannot control their feces. When they sit a little bit of time, you see the feces would come out. And these are all complications that have to do with a little bit of, sinus. And that's why a lot of women who have these problems, they don't even trust their friends to tell them, I pee on myself or I see feces coming from myself. But they know something is wrong with them. And the men who are promoting this are still coming back to be victims, to victimize these same women by telling them you are not hygiene, you are not clean, and you are promoting something that is causing all this havoc on women. So it has to stop. When it comes to childbirth again, a lot of women, most of the time, they lose their kids when it comes to the stage 2 of labor, because labor is divided into 3 stages. Stage 1, stage 2, stage 3. Stage 2, where you have the child spending only 1 hour on the way to come out when the child is already within the hole of coming out. Because of the loss of electricity, the child stays too long in that place, and that is not good, because then the child ends up suffocating, not having enough oxygen, because the delayance was there due to that mark or that pore stretching. So the child stays too long. You either help by giving an episiotomy, and sometimes you end up giving 2 sides on both sides. We call it bilateral episiotomy, giving an extension on both sides so that the child can come out. But if you are a personnel who does not know what is happening, sometimes that causes a delay whereby the child ends up losing, coming out, and we say, oh, it's a fresh stillbirth, because we do not link complications to what is happening to the place. And these are all issues that people need to take into consideration. If they talk about religion, I don't see this as something relevant in religion, because religion, there is no way religion asks us to cause harm unto people.
Exactly.
When God created the woman, God created the woman so perfect. So if we as humans will come back and claim to say what God created is wrong, we are not believers. We are not believers. Because I cannot see someone as a woman, you've been created by the Almighty God, that I believe that you are perfect. And then I come back and say, this thing that God put here should not be there. I cannot understand, I cannot add these two logics. It doesn't make sense to me anymore.
Exactly.
And this is what they need to tell us. For example, they would tell you as a woman, you should not add these hairs that you put on your mess, I don't know. They said it's haram. You should not allow your nails being polished. It's haram, because these are subjects that you add onto your body, and the religion does not allow. So why would they also allow or accept the fact that after God's creation, man is coming to stand and say, this is not supposed to be there.
Exactly.
And yet still you want people to believe that it is right. I don't see the possibility. Something that you are causing harm onto, automatically it doesn't make sense. Let them stop using Islam to promote this. There is no link between Islam and this. It is not helping. God will not create man or human beings and say, take it off. No way.
Thank you very
God
much.
does not make
Let's
any
give
mistake.
African to talk a little bit, and then I'm going to come back to you, please, about the underage arranged marriage that they're also promoting, because the bar they're trying to remove is protecting both underage arranged marriage and FGM. So bear with me, please, brother. Hello, African.
Hello, Amy. Do you want me to speak Wolof or do you want me to speak English?
Yes, I want you to speak English, please.
Right. Okay. I know this is first time me coming up your platform. I don't normally do this, but I'm so happy. What I've been seeing couple of days. I've been working on also with my team, because I am FGM victim myself, and I am type 3. I am
My
type
God.
3. People don't realize it.
Oh my God.
You know, it's I'm shaking. You can hear it in my voice.
Oh my
I
God.
am shaken because those hypocrite men sitting down talking about women mutilation, is those people are women, they're not. There should be a woman just for 24 hours, they can realize what we're going through. Number
Exactly.
one. Number two, women give birth. They don't know what's be like to be a woman. They don't know it at all. But those people have the gut to sit down. Oh, we have to promote it. It's Islamic. It's not Islamic. It's barbaric. It's a traditional. So let's get this right. The Jolas with the Mandinkas, with the other tribe, they're the educated more than the Sheres or more than the Walla. We all believe the same God. FGM, I'm telling you this, sister, it's not my father type, my father's side. We don't do it because my father's side we are Tukulor, but my mother's side is a Jola. So they have to done it. And I brought up in the community in Igbo town, everybody know 100% happening FGM in that sector, Igbo town. Everyone know it. And everybody's scared of, even you mention Igbo town name, everybody will scared to go there. I'm from that area. When I get to England, Sister Amy, I have a video. I went to Gambia 2 years ago. I've spent $25,000 in Igbo town just to talk about FGM to people to stop it. I went to 3 operations in England here. People don't realize it. I went to 3 operations in England here trying to shut down there. And I have the proof. I am working with DNHS in England, the sector I am, to talk about FGM. If you remember when we have the disagreement, I was telling you, I work for them. When you tap my real name in Google, I will come up straight away. The work I do for my community and the
Bless
speak
you.
up I do
Keep
for my
tapping and sharing,
community.
guys, and keep donating her so TikTok can promote her the video.
I
Keep
spend
donating to
so
her and
much
keep tapping
money.
and
It's
sharing
not,
the video.
yeah, I just want to tell people, please, I'm begging. Those Gambian men, those hypocrites, they're not worth it to be in this. They bully me. If you remember, I was telling that also, 2021 in WhatsApp Gambia, February 15, WhatsApp Gambia has posted me. The same imam you posted now, the same imam was saying it's Islamic. When I
Yes.
contact WhatsApp Gambia, yes, this is the
This
man.
man here,
Yeah.
Imam Fatih.
Yes, I
I'll bring
contact
it up.
WhatsApp Gambia and I say, what's the Imam said? It's not right. It's not right. This is not traditional. This is not Islamic. This is traditional. And so many people call me names. So many people, I'm telling you this, they're trying to bully me. And I said, you cannot bully me. You don't know who I am. And you don't know what I'm capable to do. You can't bully me because I speak up to say it's not right. If
Yep.
you tap WhatsApp Gambia, I will be coming up there. My picture, my face is showing. So many people know me in Gambia, calling me, threatening me all. I said, I am coming to Gambia. And I get myself prepared. I've spent $25,000 into this. This is not acceptable. This is not acceptable. We have to say no to FGM. When they got FGM done, I was 18. And do you know what so many hypocrites said?
18
Oh,
years old.
yes. The other woman was 17. The other one was 19. She was 7 months pregnant.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
In Gambia, was that in Igbo town?
Yes. She was 7 months pregnant. She was 7 months pregnant and I was bleeding to death. I lose so much blood. When I get FGM done, I was 18.
Can you remember what
I
year
was,
was that?
I'm nearly 37 now. 18 years. That was a decade ago, 2 decades ago. And guess what?
But it's still happening though. Even some children in my family, people take them to FGM. My own children, my own family children.
That's not right.
They still
And
doing
my
it because
daughter,
we're not speaking enough. When
the
people like
thing,
me talk, they bully me.
That's not
And the
fair.
others that are suffering from this, they're hiding. You are lucky enough, you're brave enough to talk. The other lady is brave enough to talk. You guys will be blessed. You guys will not have karma of the children. You guys have a heart to make sure the pain you've been through, you're fighting for it to stop. Massive amount of people that are going through this and worse. They're underneath, they will never come up. They even write to me or call me on WhatsApp. Keep on doing the job. I've been through this. I suffer from it. I'm just scared to come up. Keep talking. Me alone is not enough. When I talk, they bully me. She talk, they bully her. Ummi talk, they bully Ummi. Ummi is the most polite TikToker on in the Gambian community. That Ummi lady in America. The woman she start talking about FGM, even though she's a nurse. She talk about all the things that is good for your health. She was talking about, do this, guys. Don't do this. It can cause this. This is good. That is good. Until she get to the topic of FGM, and they keep telling her that you are a liar. You're insulting our tradition. The white people pay you for this. You think you can fool us. You want to get rid of our tradition. And these people are so wicked and hopeless. They're not hopeless. They're wicked. The victims are hopeless. Especially people.
They are
Why
so
I'm
bad.
saying this is that, Janga, what do you think about, how do you see the fact that they only call it tradition when it's underage marriage and FGM?
That's not right,
They
because that's a
hate the
bully.
other
They're
tradition.
bullying
For
kids.
example, Janga, you see me, I do comedy videos, I eat with my hands. They call it dirty and mad.
Yeah.
When I
I've
carry
seen it.
stuff on my head to remind people of tradition, when I go shopping, I carry stuff on my head. They call it mad, and they call me poor. I don't have a car, and I'm mad, and I'm stupid. And all of those is our number one African tradition, is to eat with your hand and carry stuff on your head. We have so many traditions that is not harmful. Even if this was a so-called tradition, it's very harmful and it's called abuse. So
It's
why you
abuse.
still love that particular tradition so much if you're not evil?
Yeah, I'll come to that, Ame. When I do shopping, I put things in my head. I can carry things in my hand. I'm strong, but I cannot carry things in my head, my hands. I carry it in my head. And the area I live in England, cannot carry things in my head, my hands. I carry it in my head. And the area I live in England, I put shopping in my head. But the bottom line is, those people are saying they're ignorance. And when you are ignorant in the society, it makes life really difficult. And we women, right now, we suffering. Wallahi lazim. Guys, I'm swearing to my mother in the grave. If I can turn the clock around, billahi wallahi talahi, I will turn the clock round. I will never go to that FGM. All the bully I will have in, all that dragging they will make in me. I will never have FGM done. Never in the million years. I am shamed right now. I'm telling you, Sister Amy. I'll never sit down in social media talk about it. I just talk about a little bit and I left the other bits. I never go to hospital. I feel the same like other women. I feel humiliated. I feel ashamed of myself. When, in England, everybody go to women, these things, they check you down there. I refuse because I am completely different. Completely. I am type 3. I am scary. And when they find out with
Is
me
that the
in
one that they
FJ,
do the cutting and the sewing and everything?
right, I will explain because I'm not shy to explain it. When they cut you, they leave you to bleed, right? You have no medication. When you kill a sheep, when the sheep is bleeding,
Yes.
that white stuff coming out of the sheep, that huruf, Wolof say hurva farva, that white bit. So when they cut you, they leave you to bleed. So when that white bit's coming out, you can't push it in your hand because you are so sore down there. And for me, I do not have from up to lower. I don't. Even when I was urinate run down to the other part, I can urinate. So when I get to England, they have to open me. They cannot open you straight because when they open you straight, it's very, very delicate. It's really delicate. So they have to cut you to your side. They have to cut you to your other side also. And they have to cut you 3 part of your down there to able to wee. Because before I cannot even wee properly. I always feel pain. When I was with my ex-husband, it's the same. I am always with pain, with agony. In period is the same. So they got to open a way so I can able to I can able to do whatever I need to do in my down there. And it's very scary. It's really, really scary. You know, when they get FGM done, it's basically 4 weeks. I'm there for 3 months. 3 months. I nearly died. Nearly died.
Because what these people have to know is that people's bodies are not the same. Some people, you might FGM them and they get away with it. Some people will not. So why doing it? And you don't know who is going to get away with it and who will not. Also, the person that is holding a sharp knife or sharp razor bullet having to deal with the child, they cannot know where to stop. And these people will be like, oh, they're not doing it right. They should just do small amount. They shouldn't do nothing. Nothing to put on a small girl's private part, on a woman's private part.
I can't have kids anymore. I'll tell you this. I cannot have kids
away
anymore.
That small part. Why you hate that part so much that you have to touch it and cut away some part? What is wrong with you when you can focus on healthy eating? Alcohol and drug is rampant in Gambia. Unaliving people is rampant. People stealing is rampant. People don't even have job is rampant. So many bad stuff, bad marriages. Stuffs are rampant that is not good. Why can't you guys put that energy on that instead of putting it on effing traumatizing little girls? This is insane.
It's only one thing I want to say. I will leave the other people to say it. I can't have kids because they have touched a nerve.
Oh.
They have touched a nerve they should not touch. I cannot have kids anymore. I only have one kid and that's it. And they don't know. Some people say like, oh, the fadas, some wall of the fadas no koi defe. That's bullshit.
They're very evil. They're like, oh, you should have done it correctly. You should have just taken small amount. If they done it correctly, it's okay. It's not okay correctly or
I would love to be a mom like everybody. My daughter is 21. And when I tell my daughter, I communicate with my daughter. I tell my daughter everything. Because when my daughter get FGM, my daughter gone FGM first before me. Put it that way.
Oh my God.
My daughter get FGM. My daughter gone FGM first before me. Put it that way.
Oh my God.
They don't allow me to go and visit my daughter because I do not get it done. So they have to catch me. It was 4 growing ass women. One sit on my chest, 2 holds my hand, the other one 2 holds my legs. When they start cutting, it looked like they're cutting my heart off in my chest. And for that, they have touched a nerve they should not touch. And that nerve affecting my life to now. When I was in Gambia, I bleed to death. I have a lump of a scar tissue coming out of me like a cut of meat. For them, they was thinking it's normal. When I was in Gambia, my mom said, don't go to operation here. They will kill you. When God has bring me to England, the first thing they do, I was in medical care for a long time of my life. I am still seeking for help because I am trauma. I am scarred for life. And it's not only me, there's so many people. And right now, guys, I am talking. I'm willing to help anyone. And I'm willing to challenge these people they're doing in parliament. Let's come together. Ami cannot do it by himself. I cannot do it by myself. We all have to come and unite it. Don't hide. Don't hide. Come out and talk about it. I am not ashamed because this is a barbaric, this is a practice people should not encourage. If I have the courage for 30 years of my life to come out to talk about it, you can have the same courage.
Yes.
Come out. Let's come out.
What do you think about people says, I'm really proud of you for this and only God can pay you for this. This is a work that you will have blessing from. What do you think about people who will talk, for example, be like, why is this talking all this, explaining this? This is a secret. This is a private thing. What do you think about people who call abuse secret something that you should keep?
That's fucking ridiculous. Sorry for my language, guys. I am so sorry. I don't like using swearing language, but it's ridiculous. What is fang wanyari until you go there and they cut you off? The most secret part is already has been taken away from you. Your identity has been taken away from you. When you look at yourself, when you look at with another woman, you will know that something has missing in your body. That's number one, shameful. Because what other women can talk and what other women can do, you can do it, but it will be absolutely different. I choose to come out today, to come to your platform to talk about it, because I am not scared to confrontation. I am not scared people to call me names. I just know whenever you doing that, face me and tell me, because I am a typical Gambian like everyone. I've been to the industry for 17 good years. I was a dancer in Gambia, the biggest group in Gambia. I worked there for 17 good years. So I travel around, I speak now. I was a dancer in Gambia, the biggest group in Gambia. I worked there for 17 good years. So I travel around, I speak now. I am telling you, this will continue. Gambia is the smallest country in the world, but Gambia is the most corrupt and crazy and hypocrite in that country. We don't help each other, we destroy each other. They will know what they're supporting is not right, but they will always put their hand there to be like, well, we need to do it, it's culture, it's this bullshit. But why all those Gambian men, they go and married white? This is the thing we have to say. How many Gambian men married a white woman? And white women, did they have FGM? Don't know.
Yeah.
And when they take that white person in their mom and dad, they support it. So all those white people have kids for Gambian men. Let's be realistic. None of the family will tell you, oh, those white kids have to go to FGM. No, you will not hear it. They're the one who will support you. But if you married a Gambian like you, they will start bullying you. Oh, ima kuntu jola you know, kutingut. Kutingut wa?
They have to cut it.
You know, yeah. But why they don't even say it to the white? When you bring white, they appreciate it. Oh, I am musole nata, I am muso 10 in 10 in 10. You know. But why? They know those people are not getting FGM done, but they're supporting those people. So why not to support your own people and stand and say no for it?
Exactly. Because us, the women, are allowing it. Us African women, our energy can go on arguing, eating food all day, cooking all day, even talking on the phone with people you shouldn't be talking to, gossiping all day, going to every party, dancing, buying all the bleaching cream on the wall, buying all the expensive, handbags, clothes that you cannot afford. Our energy can go to every place that our energy don't need us, apart from where our energy need us. And then we behave like we have no energy for that. That's African women, most of us, especially Gambian women, 80% of Gambian women.
I follow you. You can follow me back. And
I'm following you back already.
I am already happy to spend time and energy. And when we speak more, I will tell you, and you can go to Google, you check what I do. And when I go to conference all the time.
We're going to keep talking, and we're going to do more live like this, inshallah, sis.
Oh, inshallah. I will leave the other people to talk. I will stand here and watch and listen to them.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate it.
You're very welcome, my love.
Well, hello. What's her name again? This next person. Hello. Is her name Chiki or something? Can't pronounce her name. Sorry, this American flag person. Hello.
Hi.
Yeah.
Hi. I probably pressed this by a mistake, but since this happened, I'm not a Gambian. I am from the Caribbean, and I've been to Gambia on vacation. I have Gambian friends living here in New York City in America, and I have Gambian friends. So listening to you, I've never heard none of my friends talk about these things that you're talking about. So I just find listening to you is very interesting. So I just keep on listening to you and try to educate myself about, other cultures and how other people, live in different parts of this world. And I really appreciate what you're doing.
Oh, thank you very much, darling. Thank you. I really appreciate it.
All right, bye.
That's good. Then you will know a lot about Gambia, because in this page I'm very honest. That's why a lot of people don't like me. But we have no choice, because we have to speak. What we're gonna do,
Yeah. I listen to you, and I know that what
Now
you're
you can talk.
saying is very honest, and I feel when
Great.
by watching you, I feel the pain in your face. When I watch you, I feel the pain that you're going through. I don't know what it is or how it is, but may Allah keep on, blessing you and cover you with his blood. That's the only thing that, I could say, and just keep up the good work. And one day you would come true. One day you definitely will come true.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it, sis. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Right. The next person gonna talk. Hello. So I'm gonna explain a little bit before the next person talk. I'll explain what the pain you're seeing on my face and what's happening, why I'm talking about this. Oh, keep tapping and sharing, guys. So guys, I'm from Gambia, but my dad is from Senegal, and I was born and raised in Gambia. I lived in Senegal 2 years of my life for one of my underage marriage with my cousin from the age of 16 to 18, and I moved back to Gambia, but I also do go to Senegal. I have families there. So I'm both Senegalese and Gambian. So I talk about both current affairs, Gambia and Senegal, especially current affairs to do with protecting women and children. But right now, the current affair in Gambia, which I'm rage about, is this one, that this imam is #1 famous imam in Gambia called Imam Fati. He's campaigning for women to get married as young as 13 and for on FGM to continue. And I am fighting for childhood trauma in general to end. This childhood trauma that I'm fighting for are serious child beating, which I've been through, and underage marriage, especially arranged marriage, especially to an older person that the child will hate and not love. I was underage arranged marriage before I was 10 years old to a man this old. A man this old married me before the age of 10. At the age of 11, they took me to him. I was lucky he couldn't do the thing with me. His thing wasn't working, according to him. And they try again to put me with him, and he couldn't do the thing. And 12 years old, I was married again arranged marriage. A man who knows somebody who knows my mom came to my mom and asked to marry me. And my mom and dad, agreed to marry me off this man. And I don't know this man. I have to say yes out of fear. Okay? Because I used to be severe beaten growing up. Okay? So I'm fighting for serious child beating to stop, which I'm very vocal about. And a lot of Africans still beat their children very badly, even abroad here, because they have trauma and pain and really bad marriages where the husband neglecting them, and their own trauma and pain and beating that they've been through cannot make them to learn another technique to use instead of the beating. Keep tapping and sharing, please. So they're gonna keep beating the children, and they're gonna keep protecting the beating children, even though them and the children know that it's wrong. Yes, I've added you as moderator. But instead of them to change and learn another technique, they're not gonna do that, and they're not even gonna ask me if we don't beat, what we're gonna do. So I can teach them the technique I use. My children are fine. They're very respectful compared to people that beat their children. My daughter is 17, going to university this year. Every university applied, they answer her with unconditional offer. And she's a head girl in the school with no trouble learning and focusing. My daughter, the same. I never have one single claim that he fight. My son, sorry. He's 15. He want to go to the UK Army, but he want to go to university also and do engineering. He never give me any trouble. He doesn't smoke. He doesn't drink. He never fight. And he's tall and big like this, but he don't fight. He's known for kind, polite child in the school. And I don't beat my children like how you beating your children. Instead of you teaching me, if you don't want to beat the children, if you don't beat, what are we going to do? So I can make a whole video about it all day. I can make videos all day, all night for free for bringing up children. Because I know the damage of neglecting the children, beating them, torturing them, essaying them, not giving them school. I know that. So I can talk my voice all day for free. I don't care you call me mad. But instead of them to tell me, Amy, make a video on when we don't beat the children, what we're going to do. Or they should learn another technique. No. They're going to tell me in a video, in the comment, we've been beaten growing up, we're African, this is what we know. You cannot tell us how to discipline our children. Get out of here, you're mad, you're depressed. Because they're beating their children in this UK, America, everywhere. They don't know anything else apart from beating, okay? I fight for serious child beating to stop. I fight for essay to stop. Essay in general, either you marry your victim or not. Just your essay in the child, boy or girl, to stop. It's rampant in our community. And then they're going to say that it's rampant everywhere. I know. But at least you don't have imams in other people talking, going, campaigning on the street with group of people for 13-year-olds to get married and for girls to be like this. You don't have those type of imam in the UK and the rest of the world that have human rights. That's the difference. Okay? Also, we are the one that is running from our country that cannot be developed because of this behavior, come to another land with our trauma, traumatizing people in their own land, and they don't want us here, a lot of them. Okay? So we are the one that is running. We are the one that cannot have hospital. Our country is rampant with bad stuff. Our country is poor. We need to focus on developing it instead of focusing on creating more trauma. So we have to stay away from trauma more than anyone else. Okay? Exactly. So I am fighting for this because I have no childhood. My childhood was ripped away from me. There's no time I remember that I don't have a husband. I never remember one time in my life that I don't have a husband growing up. Okay? But the worst part is that these people, when they marry you, for 90% of them, or at least 80%, will the next 5-10 years, they don't want your ass anymore. They want a virgin. They're addicted to virgin and a young person. 90% or 80% of these people cross Africa, Muslims, especially poor Muslims, but which lot of them are poor, by the way, especially Gambia. Okay? Keep tapping and sharing. Thank you so much. So I'm fighting for underage arranged marriage and SA to stop, which both are the same. Underage arranged marriage, especially when the girl don't want the person, especially when the person is older and ugly and the girl don't love her. It's called SA, it's called sexual abuse, okay? And the person that is doing that is pedophile. Anyone that is promoting that, they're promoting pedophilia. And if they're promoting that and doing that, themselves, they're also pedophile and promoting pedophilia. Doesn't matter if they're the president or they're the god of that community. Keep tapping and sharing. Now, I'm also promoting the children to get married when they're over 18 and when they know who to choose. You teach them what a good, healthy husband is and what a good, healthy wife is, but mainly focus on teaching the girls because they suffer more in marriages, especially in Gambia and Senegal again. So, keep tapping and sharing. Thank you. Also, I'm focusing on the children to go to school. A lot of them did not go to school. Right now, as I'm talking to you, a lot of children don't have school education at all. I have a brand new organization that I've registered when I was in Gambia a few months ago. I still have children that I have to put to school. I put 2 children to school so far with my organization. I put them in private school in Tanje, which is like £100 for the whole year for the child. I still have a lot of children that I have to put to school. A lot of children in Tanje alone, not to mention Birkama and other areas, especially the villages, don't have school. Some villages in Gambia right now don't even have single school, don't even have correct water and electricity. Not to mention school, no primary school, nothing. Absolutely nothing. Lot of villages like that. And instead of them to campaign for that, they're campaigning for the little girls' electorate to be taken off and she can marry young. Okay? So I am an activist. Them to campaign for that, they're campaigning for the little girls' electorate to be taken off and she can marry young. Okay? So I am an activist. They set them up for bad life. That's why you're beating them, torturing them. And you don't talk about why you're torturing them. You're torturing them because you have pain. Where is your pain from? That's where you should focus on, yeah? So you shouldn't have that pain to begin with, which is what I'm doing. So I'm talking for children, women and boys and girls to not have any childhood trauma. That's all. Just no childhood trauma and give them school education, yeah? Did that make sense to you? But they're always bullying me. I'm traumatized. I talk a lot. I'm this, I'm that, I'm that. What that got to do with these things I'm talking about? These things I'm talking about, they're true. They're happening. They saw it. They've been through it, a lot of them. Their mothers, fathers, sisters, cousins, family members are going through it right now, especially for Gambia and Senegal. If anyone that said they're from Gambia and Senegal and they don't have family members that is going through this or already been through it and the others repeating it, then they don't know their families. They don't have contact with many of their families. They don't care about what's happening in the country. It's rampant in Gambia and Senegal. All of these things that I repeat, which is serious beating, SA, or just marrying young people in general, or people that have no school education. These things. So these are the things that I fight for this to end. And they said, me, I want to make the country name bad. Me, I talk a lot. Me, I'm depressed. Me, I should go and get married. I'll never marry. I'm this. I hate men. I'm this. I'm rude. They're busy insulting me all day instead of looking at the reason why I'm talking and these other people talking. You know, they can see it. Yeah. Just so you guys know. So this is what this is all about. Keep tapping and sharing, guys. Okay, the next person, the person on top.
Hello, Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
You have so many good points. I want to repeat on what African Roots said. I feel so sorry for her, for what happened. Glad she's okay, because so much girls, when they do this thing to them, they die out of bleeding. What I was surprised that I am from East Africa, and they do this kind of horrible tradition in West Africa too. I didn't know that. But I only want to focus on one point. They say it's religion. It is not religion. I was born and lived in Saudi Arabia. I learned there about history of Islam. What I know is our Prophet, peace be upon him, he saw people of do this kind of tradition, and he asked them to stop it. You do this with the men. It's healthier for men because they have this extra skin, and then maybe they get infection and so. But for girls, it's not necessary. Our Prophet tried to.
The Imam said that they do it in Saudi Arabia. This Imam, he
They
always,
don't do it.
whenever
They
they
don't
ask
do
him, he
it. They
said,
don't
yes,
do it.
they're doing it all the time.
No. I live in Saudi Arabia. There is no one Saudi girl they do this to
Exactly.
her. No Saudi girl they do this to her. And maybe they don't even marry their kids at 13 years old. The
Exactly.
oldest maybe she will marry now 17, 18 maybe, and not for old men. I think this is a pandemic in Africa. They have the women and girls. They don't have rights. The women and girls they
Exactly.
don't have rights. You know, and like you said, there's so many other issues they can focus on, like education for kids, like a better infrastructure for the cities of the
Exactly.
villages where these people live in. But their focus is only on women because they are pedophiles. They are pedophiles. They want to do this. That's why they are promoting this. You know, in Saudi Arabia, the girls, they don't get FGM. They don't get FGM. I never see one girl they do FGM to her. Never. And our Prophet didn't want people to do this, and people didn't listen to him. At the end, our Prophet, peace be upon him, he told them, if you bring only little bit drop of blood. You put like a little needle, put a drop of blood, because they didn't want to listen to him and they didn't want to live this bad tradition. It's only in Africa. There's no other place in other Muslim world they do this. You know, Saudi is the cradle of Islam. They don't do this there. They don't do this there. It's only in Africa. It's what I have learned. It's a pharaonic tradition, and then passed on from generation to generation. It's only to minimize girls. You know, it's Alain do bad only to do bad things against girls. You know what I mean. It's so you are doing a very good
Thank
job.
you so much.
Continue. Don't stop. Don't listen to these people. This old man, like he's almost 15, he's thinking to marry and 13 years old.
No, he's 70 or more.
Oh
But
my
thank you
God!
so much. I really appreciate it.
Even worse. Please save the children and don't stop and don't listen to these people. What they say, it's nothing of religion. It's nothing of religion. And they say Aisha, peace be upon her, she was married at a young age. That is also debunked. It's not true. Aisha, when she came out of Mecca, she was more older than 10 years old before she come to Al Madinah. So how she was married at 6 years old? And they say it's sunnah, but Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he married before Aisha so many women who were older than him, women who were divorced, women who were men died in war of sickness. They don't talk about that, but they talk about the little Aisha. You know what I mean? They focus on one thing because they are
because they want to do that to children and they have to look for excuse.
Yeah, they are pedophiles. They use religion.
Exactly. Because even if Aisha was married young, they don't do what Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam was that is telling them to do.
You ask one of them if he say our Rasul.
Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam tell them to not have sex with her married, to respect their wife and give her money.
They are not our prophet. They are not our prophet. You know, if they want to follow sunnah, there is so many sunnah they can follow, but they don't follow that sunnah. If you ask one of them who want to marry at 13 years old, do you pray? No. Do you fast? No. Do you you commit sinah? Yeah, he do that. Drink khamri. He drink khamri. But our Rasul say it's okay for this one. You know, they use only religion. Only to get what they want. It's not true. It's not true. So keep on fighting. Don't listen to these people. Don't listen to these people.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
You're doing a very good job helping these kids to go to school. The problem of Africa, like I always say also, is there is no education. There is no education. If people, they get enough educated, they will know better. They will know better. And our women in Africa, they need to learn their religion. They need to learn the religion because these people use the religion against them. When they are not educated in religion, they know nothing about religion. If you know, you learn about the Sharia law, everything, you will know what is your rights. You know what is your rights, and they cannot fool you anymore. That is also a problem.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Before the next person. So what she's saying about us learning our religion is true. Keep tapping and sharing, guys. Because, for example, this man is a Quran teacher, but when they teach you, the Quran, they just teach you, for example, how to read the Quran, like how to read Fatiha and stuff like this. For example, you can read Fatiha, you can read Qul A'udhu Birabbin Nasi, you can read Qul A'udhu Birabbin Falahi, you can read Ayatul Kursi, you can read stuff, for example, yeah? But then, you will not even know what that means, for example, in your language or in English. Keep tapping and sharing. Thank you so much. And now, they will not also teach you like the women's right in Islam. They most of the time hide that. For example, a Muslim man, when they work, they should give you the money. They shouldn't even have a bank account. You should be their bank. I hear that from other Islamic scholars that are not African. You should be their bank. Sorry, I hear that from other Islamic. I hear it from other Islamic scholars that are not African Islamic scholars. Keep tapping and sharing. And with the way other people that are talking about Allah in a genuine way, they focus on people praying, people dressing like a Muslim, people don't have sex without marriage, and when they marry, definitely shouldn't have sex. They focus on the man's right, what they have to do to protect the woman and children. That's how the people that are talking about Allah and they genuine focus on. Because marriage is very important as a Muslim. Marriage, you can get almost half of your deen from marriage. Even when you pray, you have double barakah, double goods for when you're married, you're praying, you have double deeds compared to single person praying. That's how Allah love married couples. But Allah told you, don't even look at someone that you're not married to. Don't put yourself in a position to cheat, because you shouldn't even look at them in the eye. What they're doing, 80% of them cheating and lying all the time. What they're doing, if they marry these underage girls that this man is saying people should marry, when they marry them in the next 5-10 years, they don't want her anymore. They're looking for another underage girl. They hate women that are not virgin. And when they marry you and you're not a virgin, for the most part, they will never respect you. Even if you tell them you've been essay, even though the essay is rampant in the community, when you've been essay, they marry you and tell you that you're not being essay, you're just a whore. You're the one that have boyfriend and do inappropriate stuff and ruin your effing self, but nobody essay you. Even if the woman is talking and crying. Okay, they still bully her and tell her no one is saying you. I'm talking about the husbands. The husbands can even divorce you because you're not a virgin, or to them you're not their wife anymore because you're not a virgin. After 5 years or after 2-3 years, they can divorce you anytime for every silly reason. They can never show you love. Why? Because you're not a virgin. It's rampant in the community again. It's not all men, but it's rampant in the Gambia and Senegal and African community in general when they marry you and you're not a virgin. And even if you're 20 years old, they still expect you to be a virgin or more than 20. That's fine. I'm not saying the girls shouldn't be a virgin, but leave them alone then. A lot of you or your mates love young people and you know it. They're going to make sure that the child virginity is going to go. Why can't you tell them to leave the girls alone? They're still going to say that you should be talking to the girls. They always blame the girls for everything. And when they marry her, they continue blaming her for everything. When their brothers, their sisters, they continue blaming her for everything. They always blame women for everything. 90% of them. Okay? So let's list the person on the top, the one with the green dress. Hello. I think her name is Oyo or something. Yeah. Ayo, sorry.
So, assalamu alaikum, Ami nanga def.
Walaikum salam. Yeah, I'm fine, thank you. Do you see, you should be very careful. They can even honor live you for telling the truth. I don't care. You can have me for dinner if you want, you evil bitch. Hello.
Ami man na si all of la buga wax nak.
Can you talk in English, please? Because this page is for English.
Okay, it's for English. Okay, no problem.
Yes, because I'm going to do the Wolof page again in the next couple of days, but I'm focusing here now.
Yeah, for me, all I have to say, Ami, is that, keep doing what you're doing, because at the end of the day, when you're doing something good, sometimes people don't see what you're trying to do. All they try to do is that to kind of like try to bully you, say some things bad about you. Because the reason why I come up here is that because this morning I was watching a live that you were in. I forgot the name of the lady. So you were there, try to talk to them, but these men, they don't want to listen to you and they don't want to get your point. They just
They get it. They just want to distract it because they're evil.
Yeah. And when you come down, they are there and talking bad about you. Ami is, arrogant. Ami is, aggressive. Ami is always talking and she's angry, saying lots of things. And for me, I see that that's not fair, because if you're talking about somebody, the person has to be there to defend herself. Why they like bring you down and they're there talking? No, for me that's wrong, because if you're talking about somebody, the person has to be there. So anything you say, she will say something about that to defend herself.
Oh, don't worry about
Clearly
it.
join them and say, why can't you bring Ami here so that everything you saying, so Ami can talk and defend herself, because child abuse, early marriage, all this you talking about is happening in our country, is there. It's
Exactly.
something that is real, but people are blind. They don't want to see it.
They're not
They
blind.
don't
They
want to
saw it. They're
see it.
just evil.
If you go through it, even you go tell
They
your
saw
mom,
it.
your mom will tell you that, please don't say that. I don't want this to come out, because I don't want my family to start looking at you like in a way that, oh, this child now has, is no longer a virgin. What's that? What's that? Even if they rape you, your mom will tell you, please don't say that to anybody. What you tell me, never say that to anybody. Because for me, when I was a child, we used to live in a rental compound. So there was a man there. This man used to touch me, and when I go tell my mom said, don't say that to any, what you say to me, don't say it. But I said to my mom, come on, mom, what you're doing? Because you need to go. If you don't want me to tell anybody, go and talk to this man and tell him to stop him. But number one, you're not stopping him, and you're trying to stop me from, speaking. So it's very sad. I mean, it's very, very, very sad. All this you talking about is something that is happening in our society. But our parents, they don't want to talk because they're looking about the family, how they're gonna look at you. It's sad. It's very sad. Very, very, very sad.
Crazy.
I mean, so for me, this is all I have to say, is that just keep on doing what you're doing. Don't stop, because so many women are there, they're silenced, they're not speaking, but what they're going through is a hell. But what they're going through is a hell.
Hello. Keep tapping and sharing the video, guys. This video is about this imam in Gambia called Imam Fati. He's one of our very famous imam that is the #1 promoter of FGM for girls and underage marriage. So he said that if people don't FGM and underage marriage their daughters, when they're no more alive, nobody should go to their funeral, and that when they're selling something, nobody shall buy. When they have a party, nobody shall go. Okay? And he said that does mean you're not Muslim. That's why you're not agreeing with that. Hold on, guys. Mute, please. Keep tapping and sharing the video, guys. Thank you so much. 25 of you shared it. That's not enough. Tap and share, because a lot of people, this man have army of people behind him. Because this man is a Quran teacher. He have a lot of students that he already taught Quran and are teaching right now. Right now on the street of Gambia a few days ago, this man was on the street with a bunch of people campaigning for underage arranged marriage to come back to normal, because the government banned it. He wanted that to come back to normal, and FGM for girls to come back to normal. For people to do it without any consequence. Right now, he managed to bring the debate back to the parliament. Him and one deeper guy who work in the parliament, they're going to vote next week for yes, for that to come back to normal, and for the ban to be removed, okay? They're coming next week to vote for yes, for underage 18-year-old getting, 13, he said, should get married at the age of 13. He said that's the appropriate age that Quran said to get married, 13. 10 and 3, okay? This man, Imam, said that. He also said that if people are not on FGM, they're going to like sex so much, you cannot satisfy them, okay? And that you cannot have 4 wives when they're not circumcised, because you cannot satisfy them. So you have to circumcise them, FGM them, so they don't like sex too much. So you'll be able to satisfy the 4 women, which you're still not going to satisfy them because they don't like it. How are you going to satisfy someone from something they don't like, if that's the truth? But people that are FGM, they also been in this live video telling you that lot of people that are FGM and they love sex. It's not going to stop them. But I don't know where he get that from, that when you don't circumcise women, you cannot satisfy them. They can swear by that you can never satisfy a FGM woman. That every woman have to have no clitoris. So because they have bunch of community women that have no clit, they're going to keep telling them why they don't have no clit, including the reason why they don't have no clit. He said is that when most likely they're going to have a very long clitoris that is touching the jeans when they're wearing jeans. There's this particular story that he liked to use in every interview, including this interview not long ago at Kerifatu. Go and watch it on YouTube if you are a Gambian. He said again that there's one story of a girl, of a young, she's not young, but she's like a young adult. Like she was just like a young adult, according to the story. And she couldn't wear jeans because of the clit was so long touching the jeans. Keep tapping and sharing the video, guys. So then he said that the girl had to have then FGM so she can wear jeans. So her vagina is nice and comfortable. Since when does these people, you are at work now, okay, no problem, I'm still here, sweetheart. Since when does these people love women so much that even if all of the African women or all of the women in the world were like having 10-meter long clitoris, since when does these people love women so much that they have to cut every single child, assuming that they're going to have a long clitoris and it's not comfortable? He also said in this interview that some women clitoris are so long when they're standing, you can see it pointing. And that's why they have to cut every little girl one to make sure it's not going to be like that. Now, how about some African men that have a manhood like this? Because African man and a manhood like this doesn't go together. The name African man and the name tiny manhood don't match. So if they know that some women have a very long clitoris, that's why they have to cut every child clitoris, assuming it's going to be too long and it's too ugly and just not comfortable. They also call it ugly and disgusting. And they also call it's going to smell bad. It's going to bring some bad liquid. They also call it when you're not circumcised, you're going to give birth and you're going to cry because you never experience pain in your vagina. Keep tapping and sharing. So if they think that all people in the, women have a long clitoris, so they let them cut it now before it's going to grow too long. Why can't every African man, especially man from this type of people that circumcise women, to every man that grew up and be like a 20-year-old and have a manhood like this should also be, because it's pointless. African man with a manhood like this is pointless. And some of them are like that and no one getting rid of it. They're walking around with their tiny effing 5-year-old manhood and they're busy cutting little girls and saying that little girls are going to have a long clitoris. Let's cut it right now. Keep tapping and sharing. When I talk like this, then they say I'm rude. What they're doing is very rude and abusive and inhuman and pedophile behavior. Okay, I was underage arranged marriage before I was 8-10, guys, to a man this old. A man this old married me before I was 10 years old. What's the name for that? What is the name for that? And this man saying that people should marry of 13-year-old and FGM the girls or there will be no peace in Gambia. He said there will be no peace. And this man saying that people should marry of 13-year-old and FGM the girls or there will be no peace in Gambia. He said there will be no peace. Your father's karma, your own karma, because your ass is also being traumatized in this society. Okay? You yourself that is promoting this. You yourself, the society let you down. And you're still promoting the society because you're weak. It's easy to promote them than to say no, and they're going to come at you like that. Effing idiots they are. Keep tapping and sharing. Now, they say that the way I'm talking is not good. What they're doing is called pedophilia and child abuse. Pedophilia and child abuse, and I have to respect them and talk to them nicely. It's not that I don't have respect. They just don't deserve any respect from me, and I'm not fake to give my respect to someone who don't deserve it. They don't want no respect. If they want it, they will leave people alone. This man is the one that is working in the parliament in Gambia, that is working with the imam that I just saw you. He managed to bring this thing in the parliament for people to vote yes or no, which shouldn't even be in the parliament. The government already banned it. This is the tiny human right for women and children that Gambia have, which is the children. Those men that were here, they're his agent. That's why they run away. Most likely they're his agent. They hear me talking and they run. They know they cannot debate that. Let them come back. Keep tapping and sharing. Now, listen to this. This man is this Jiba guy, this Jiba man, that's his name. He's working in the parliament. Him and the government, and the imam, they managed to work together to bring this back to the parliament for people to have choice to vote yes, so this can be removed. This bar on underage marriage and FGM. There's a bar on it. They ban it. So they want to remove that. So people can marry young people as young as 13, like the imam said. FGM, every single effing little girl, to make sure nobody have their clitoris. They will never leave the clitoris alone to get rid of it, because I don't know if they eat it or what. They're so evil and wicked and hate women and children. And the women, they're their own enemy. They can have energy for everything apart from where the energy need them to. Okay? So this is the current affair. Keep tapping and sharing, guys. This man have a lot of agent, okay? The imam, where is he? He have a lot of agent on the internet. They always insulting me. Their favorite word for telling me, their favorite insulting word that they normally tell me, people like Mark Kambara is watching this video right now and the rest. Their favorite word they normally tell me is that your vagina is expired because you were married young. So shut up. At least I'm fighting for my vagina and your own mother's vagina, that these people make sure that it's expired. I'm fighting for other people to not have an expired vagina. So at least I'm better than you that is promoting the expired vagina so you can use it to insult people. Keep tapping and sharing the video, guys. So guys, they can bully me that I am married young and that I've been through so many marriages, and that's wrong. When they have an imam that divorced so many people, this man divorced like 10 people or nearly 10 people, and right now he have a lot of wives already, lot of children all over the world, bless them, especially abroad here, and he's busy making sure the children under the mango tree are gonna get married young. Keep tapping and sharing. Doesn't matter we are in Ramadan or not, you guys are still promoting underage marriage, which is pedophilia, and you're still promoting little girls' clitoris to be cut off. So that doesn't matter, Ramadan or not. That's fine. I have the energy. That's none of your business. Keep tapping and sharing. At least my energy is going on protecting children, and like your energy is only gonna go on the children suffering. So doesn't matter you're fasting or not. You never see heaven with that type of energy that you have. That type of evil, wicked energy. Keep tapping and sharing. So guys, mbari mandinkol ali ñi video tata aliasia mbari mandinkol ñi platform is for mandinka, but mbena la nga surwa platform o ñi use nga mandinka dia moke. So mbari mandinkol ñi video is about Imam Fatimi Yalonko attending wo jabi guy minka do ko in the parliament. They're working together to bring a debate for molye dindingol futu sanjita ni saba and yem dindi muso sambanya kaya fenko kuntu. Sign. How the hell it all ika ala use ika minke is called pedophilia, okay? Ika minke is called pedophilia, love children and hate women and love children, but hate women because need diningonyin taya ya FGM ya samanyaka ya batandi ya lipa ya tocho, okay? Na menta ya futu ikata jeno la ikata musudol follow ya bula, you know, at least na yatara musutan you know, aliye woleke musutang dindin tang ye ni nyin dindin tango ni meta ni futu dindin sey bebe kumbola why because albe fayla je albeta manyo nyini la albe focus la o manyo ali ate fay jana abe kumbola sanji lulu sanji tang ate stela je witar kumbo hani sanji tang witar kumbo wo metale sanji lulu dorang jani sanji lulu fang abe commencé la ka kumbo aya tara yala fenko kuntu ko ala yeta ya suki ko ala yeta ya fenke ko ya futu ko ala bari sa imam ala lon ko take sa you do all of that, that's all you wanted, you don't know ala anymore. Sa ibeta cheat la ka musudol noma, sa ibeta jeno la ka musudol nyokode, and ala ko don't do that, and you gonna do that. Ala ko ila nyi muso house ya close ya fit kodo ya soto anati muso ya dondi kolem domorolem bungolem itele nyanta responsible la ay timma not ka domandindi yal ay timma ali video tata ali asia warante ali block alieta nyi imamo ko momo mimbe fight kan pour disi stop abe pré la pour ite ale batandi fen jawo yesoto atol fana mimbe nyi video jubele alta tabla alta siala because atol you like him I'm praying fen jawo yena atol kan nyin dimo al kamilandi society wolena atol kan ay atol attack atol evil bitches albe moltara la jang it's gonna be war ni nyi think tata yes ali pray ñi kanata yes ni ñi mol ya vote yes fal ye fa alte ñina la ñina the disrespect albe min sota la ñi imam the Gambian government president every single one of you ni ñi effing jiba guy that is working with him, all of you will never forget this if you vote yes for this. I swear to Allah, if you vote yes for this, you guys will never forget this. The amount of disrespect you guys will have in this internet. The amount of, I will never ever stop talking about you guys. Ever, if you vote yes. Never ever. I'm going to dedicate my whole life to talk about you guys. The whole world will know about you. You know me and my energy, do you? Okay? Let's keep going. I know you guys are ready to even analyze people for talking about it, but I don't care. I'd rather you analyze me than me watching you continue this, your pedophilia business. Hello? No, I've not even done that test. Hello? Oh, No one cares about life in the UK test. Let's talking about children, life of children that have been abused by pedophile man and men marrying their victims. And let's talk about life of children that have been abused by men cutting their clitoris. Okay, focus on that. Don't worry about effing life in the UK test. No one cares about. I shouldn't even be here to begin with. Okay, you should focus on developing your country by not effing sexing children and not effing cutting children clitoris, yeah? And you effing idiot asshole person, focus on your effing sick mentality to cure that before you talk about effing tests. Keep tapping and sharing. We care about children in the UK. I know, that's why they run and come here. That's why people are running and coming to UK and going everywhere for that peace and justice. But they cannot create that for the innocent children in Africa. And I am not allowed to create that either. But they're going to run to a country that have that, sitting there with a cup of tea, having sex, eating, doing whatever they want, bullying others that is talking for children under the mango tree to be left alone. Just leave them alone. You cannot give them nothing but leave them alone. Don't give them pain. Don't sex them and call it my wife and their children. Don't cut their effing private part. Just, that's all. Don't beat them, torture them. That's all I'm asking for, you know? That's all. It's free. You don't need nothing to give them. That is free. But it's very expensive because you need to have the fucking good heart for that, yeah. When you're a fucking asshole, wicked, idiot, inhuman person, you definitely will not, that is going to be very expensive for you to do. Now look at this person. This man have a lot of agents. This person coming might be one of their agents. Keep tapping and sharing. Keep tapping and sharing the video. A lot of them are reporting the video just because I'm exposing the truth. I'm talking, especially Gambia, to have freedom and justice. So they're reporting the video. So you have to tap and share and support the video anyhow you can. Hello. Okay, that's one of his agents. They're running. His agents are always running. A lot of his agents, they come and they run because they know they have nothing to say. So, guys, this man that is promoting pedophilia in Gambia, which is people should marry 13-year-olds. He said there will be no peace until the government is until the Gambians are allowed to marry 13-year-olds and FGM girls. Okay. He said there will be no peace. It's here. This is the video where he said it. Okay. This is the word. Keep reading the green words. Okay. Keep reading the green words, and if you can't see it, let me know, and I'll move it like this so you can see it. So the green word, do you see? There will be no peace until people are allowed to marry girls as young as 13 and to FGM girls. Now look at this person. This, like I said, he have a lot of agents. So some of these men coming and women, some of them are his agents. Hello.
Hello, Aminata.
Nah.
Nimbare, konyadi, be Cairo kono.
Speak in English. I'm fine, thank you.
But ibe mandinga kauna foka jango.
That's fine. Just speak in English right now. I'm not talking Mandinka right now.
Dama angale mo de tonyadi.
Okay, then get out. You don't want to talk in English because you don't want people to know your evil mind.
No. Kana for evil mind because
okay, speak in any language, especially Mandinka, and I will translate it in English.
Ndenge tari mandinga kam folla ja ni ayatari.
Speak in Mandinka, yes. Speak in Mandinka and I'll translate what you're saying. Anytime you talk, hold on and I'll translate it.
No. Yala left me for ya. Ibe min foka ni imamo ni na kota. Yala mo monding adia mindiate isafo. Ya famne. But imamo ni amang kumatana mava nite ya mari yata ya fasar ni Kenya minna atutete mari buluwole nyama e ka famle. Yalon mo ni lafta ke mo nondi ikala kuma kauntale ika akuntu ndengole jije ni imamo ni
so imamo e munefo
imamo ni
just wait guys, he said that this imam he didn't say that I just want to make him look bad. So let me ask you what the imam says. So ni imamo e munefo
imamo e minfo dino e minfo ayola bare dino ma mo forceje nte malafinda sela kam because mbesundi ne ka faamu yalla ko kuma ka ndol bije nte ka malle fam pour
one of his agents. This man said he said the imam is only saying what the deen said, what the Muslim religion said, and that he doesn't want to repeat it because it's Ramadan. I told you it's one of his agents.
No, it kana for among mal agent to the ka family nte mu muslimote malon fete fana mu muslimote
he said that he's Muslim and he doesn't know if I am Muslim.
Yeah. So imu muslimo de banfo.
Of course I am a Muslim. You are a
Thank,
pedophile Muslim though, who hate
thank you
women and
very,
children.
thank you very much. Wala na ngeen ni nga ntamanna kumatana ma foeja e ka fam yan.
Of
Dino mu
course. That's what
no
you're doing. You're telling me kumatanama, you asshole.
wallahi kanan e manna
What
wala
you
ja
say I'm kanan ne. Itele ka musoni dindingol ne. Kela traumatized promote. Kela
nteba
pain
fo
and trauma promote. Womu nandir jawo.
no yala
Get
ni
out
ma
of here, you asshole, you fake ass pedophile. How the fuck you gonna be here saying that the man is saying what Allah said? So Allah said to get married to 13-year-old. That is a pedophile behavior.
moya dalal yow moy ñin dalal ko
Ah, yin video yin ka wale
min
fo.
do
Itele
min do
munna fi coach. Aka wale for all the time fam.
ay tandi na abe safer na mi ani audio ni ya plan ako
Get
muso
out
nyan
of here, why? I told you munna fi coach.
acha
Yin
able
pedophile
digo
thing.
wanan koy ko
I told
wanan
you
koy
love children. You guys, you love
no no
children.
no wala tin nan koy ko e ko mo le fay fa mi yala nga man so de ñing keba mo fa ma fa ko mo ñan tek zo fu dule 13 years ñing keba ne mo fo
Fuck
al
yourself, man.
no sister ibe fala le ya fam ya mo monding e faadu la jemira alon ko lu
Here.
e koy mu muslimote ya fam bi koy muslimote
Don't
rek
worry,
def
I'll bring the video and post it here. Hence, you're pretending like the mad ass you are. I'll bring the video and post it here. You get down. Don't worry, I'll bring the video after the live. This is how they talk like a 5-year-old. They're always gonna tell you you're lying, looking at things. For example, the Gambians that know this man and know what this man said, they know what I'm talking about, and they're in this live video. Are they gonna even write here and tell me that this man always say that? This man, look at this. This video, he said that there will be no peace until girls are allowed to get married as young as 13. And until FGM and underage marriage is legalized, there will be no peace in Gambia. That's this video. Everyone knows him, not just this video. He always said that this video or not. He happily said that in every interview that the appropriate age to get married as a Muslim is 13. Because then the girl is matured enough. She sees puberty. And the girl should be FGM, that's sunnah. And if the woman is not FGM, you cannot never satisfy her in bed. And that you need 4 wives. How are you going to satisfy 4 wives when they're not FGM? You have to FGM them. He always said that. He also said that a doctor tell him that women who are not FGM, their private part is going to be so painful when they give him birth, they're going to cry. Because they never experienced pain before. So they have to be torture and pain and suffering and chop off their private part. So when they give him birth, they will be just like, let me just push this baby. I'm already used to the pain, which is the opposite. He also said, women that are not circumcised, most likely they're going to have a very long clitoris that is not comfortable. It's going to go on their jeans, go on their pants when they're wearing pants. When Muslim women shouldn't be wearing pants to begin with, we should be wearing long dress. Okay, well, the pants shouldn't be seen outside. Okay, but he's talking like the opposite. Again, he said, people that are not circumcised, they're not going to have a clean, nice, comfortable vagina because the clitoris is going to be so long and ugly. Also, it's going to make the vagina smell bad and disgusting. And they're going to have infection and bad stuff going to happen to them because they're not FGM. Women that are FGM, they're going to have a nice, clean, comfortable vagina, healthy vagina, everything nice and clean and nice. When they asked him that, but some women are complaining that when you FGM them, they cannot really have good feeling, like in bed. They said, no, to give woman feeling in bed is not just for the clitoris. You can kiss her neck, kiss her body, touch her boobs, do other places. He said that in the fresh interview where he's wearing the yellow dress. That's the fresh interview at Kerifatu. Okay? That dress, this one. This is a fresh interview at Kerifatu. He said that. All of these old people that are backing him, they saw all of these videos, all of this interview. This man is talking about this forever. I'm going to go soon, guys. Yeah, I have to go. But I might come back tonight to continue this. This man is talking about this forever. He's known for this for years. He's very old. He's been campaigning for this for years. But the other president that was there, Jammeh, when Jammeh was talking about people to not do this, and he was afraid of Jammeh, he was even helping him when Jammeh was getting rid of people and doing so many stuff. He was behind Jammeh, worshiping him. He wasn't vocal like this about this then. It's now that we have democracy, we have a government. They don't like the government, a lot of them. I don't care about that. I'm no politician. I don't have time for supporting any government, yeah? I myself would always tell the government to do their work. They know me. But just because they don't like the government, now they want to make the government look bad. That's why they want to come up and be like, you have to bring this on in our parliament for people to have sex with children and call it wife, and people to abuse children and call it culture and Allah. Because right now, the fact that they bring this back to the parliament, that alone bring Adama Barrow's dignity down, bring the government dignity down. Just the fact that they have choice to vote yes or no for this when it was already banned. They have to bring it again to vote yes or no. That alone give Adama Barrow and his government dignity zero. And if this goes through, yes, Adama Barrow and his government, their fairness, I will also make sure that these people behind this and Adama Barrow and his government, the whole world will know how that you guys are pedophile. That means the government is a pedophile. All of these people, even every Gambian man is a pedophile. If this say yes, that means every Gambian man is a pedophile. Because if all the Gambian men that are not pedophile get out and say no, campaign on the street, do videos screaming, condemning this. This will not go through. Even if the ones in the parliament voting are pedophile and vote yes, you guys outside of the government, the parliament, get out and scream your along for this to not happen. They will not go ahead with it. But if they say yes, the whole world will know the Gambians are pedophile. I swear to Allah. I'd rather you chop me and fry me for dinner, as you are a vampire you are. I'd rather you do that than me watching this and be like, oh, let me just, they will kill me, they will attack me, they will bully me, let me just ignore and leave it and talk about something else. Never. Okay? Never. I'd rather talk about it for free like I'm doing every day until I have this headache that I'm having now. Because I'm fasting and I can't drink water. I have to go now. I'm having headache. Okay? Because I was crying in the other video thinking about the fresh new victim that you guys are creating every day. Plus, I've been here screaming, I have a headache now. I have to end the video. After I break my fast, I might come back tonight. If not tomorrow, we're going to continue this until the 18th because they say they're going back to the parliament to vote on the 18th. I'm going to continue campaigning for no to this, calling this pedophile behavior and child abuse. And the women hate themselves. That's why they're watching this. I'm going to continue calling this. Waiting for the day you're going to go and vote. If you vote yes, you're finished. I swear to God. Just know that, get ready to finish me. Get ready to wherever you see me, you're going to unalive me. Because I'm going to continue talking. The whole world will hear you. Know that you're a pedophile. If you don't want it, stop your pedophile behavior. Marrying 13-year-old is pedophile. FGM in girls, taking their clitoris away is evil, wicked, witchcraft, child abuse. It's not called Allah, it's not called culture. You hate the culture. When I eat with my hand, you call me mad and depressed when I'm doing comedy for you eating with my hand. To remind you of our culture. When I talk local language, Wolof, you said I'm local and I'm illiterate. That's why I'm talking like a 90-year-old. When I carry stuff on my head, you said I'm poor, I don't have a car, and I'm mad, and I'm traumatized, and I'm poor. That's why I'm carrying stuff in the middle of UK. You are an asshole, peg, idiotic, pedophile, hate woman, hypocrite. If you are a woman, you hate yourself, type of an individual. You know these people are not doing this for culture. They're not doing it for tradition. They're not doing it for anything. And this is painful to watch, especially when you've been through this genuine pain. Your mother, your sisters, watching other innocent people going through it. You can hear people in this life talking about how their vagina is ruined because of you cut it. Plus my own underage marriage pain, my sister's pain, my mother, my other sister's pain, other innocent people pain. And you're there laughing and bullying. You're laughing and bullying, especially when you're a man, because you're not a 13-year-old or 10-year-old or 12-year-old that having adult this old crawling on you and calling you my wife. That's why you're laughing and bullying. And if you're a woman and you've been sexually abused, you've been SA or you've been underage forced married or just underage married, especially with someone you don't want. In general, it's the same. It's SA. And you're saying this is fine, or I'm not the only one with the pain. You have pain, but you're not talking like this. You're not well. Now you not just have pain, but you're very wicked and you're an evil bitch. You not talking doesn't make you good at all. Look at how you talk. You're always gossiping, always talking about what you shouldn't be talking about, always belittling people and gossiping. So how are you better than me? I'm out here fighting for your ass to not go through what you've been through and other fresh children to not go through what your ass and my ass been through. And you have the gut to be double bitch to been through that and to want that for children. That's why you bullying me. Because now you're not just talking because you are a coward, but you're also making so me that is talking, my lungs, screaming my lungs out, you're going to bully me, which makes you a double coward, a wicked bitch. For some of you women that are promoting this, either promoting FGM or underage marriage. You promote both. You're like, I was married young, that's fine. I've been FGM, that's fine. Fuck yourself, all of you. You guys are evil bitches, and this is called child abuse. Do you understand that? And no one can silence us. So, till next video, and bye. Thank you for all of you that was protecting the video. Thank you.